because I was just coming from my Discord because Carissa was opening up some more Pokemon cards, and Sick from the subreddit Discord joined in, and he was saying like, it's kind of annoying that Japan has all these terrible steps, but like it kind of balances out because of their good gem sales. And then with OPTC Global, it's like the opposite. It's like we have amazing steps, but our gem sales are typically pretty bad.
Why can't we just have the best of both worlds and they can make the most
Yeah,
money?
like terrible gem sales and terrible steps.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. But one thing that isn't
Dude, I actually
terrible
don't.
is another episode of Good Great Perfect.
don't-
I'm going to cut Gary off right there before he starts anything soon. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 46 of the Good Great Perfect podcast. I've spoiled the guest already. Mecha Gary is joining the crew today. What's going on, Mecha Gary?
Hey, everyone.
As per, I got those usual suspects. That's a word. Suspects. You got Nitemare, Sleep, JP. You got Predictvious, the man that gets nothing wrong. And you got Broski over there, Mr. 9 Multis. And I'm also here. Hello, everyone, as you could probably tell. Today, we thought we were going to have no news, but then the last couple of days, we got a bunch of news coming in.
Good.
Mainly being the Ace Akainu Banner came out of nowhere, which is quite exciting. We have some other Legend releases. We have some Blitz Battle events. Got some talking points. Got to talk about Gary as well. Lots of fun stuff to go on about today. But without further ado, gentlemen, I'm going to start by putting the spotlight on you, Mr. Mecha Gary. Tell us, how'd you find OPTC? When did you start? How long have you been playing? All that fun stuff right there. Go for it.
So, I started playing OPTC pretty much like right when it came out. I was playing Puzzles and Dragons a lot.
Ooh, that's
I don't know if you guys know that game,
that's
but
the first ever
it's like
gacha
so
game.
similar. Dude, and it's so similar to OPTC. Like,
100%.
especially back in those old days when my buddy told me to download OPTC, I like opened it up. I was like, this is just a 1-for-1 copy with like One Piece skins.
Pretty much.
And but yeah, I was playing that, and then I loved One Piece. So my buddy was like, you got to download this new game that came out, One Piece Treasure Cruise. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. And I did it, and he told me to like re-roll, but I had known like re-rolling from other games. So I was like, that's so boring. I hate re-rolling. So I just kept my very first account with like Captain Kuro, and I had no idea what I was doing. So even though I pulled Ace in that same multi, who's like the 2x quick booster, I used Captain Kuro just because I thought he was cooler for like my captain was just a 1.5 times booster.
I respect it.
And then, yeah, I played the game for like a year before pulling my first legend, but I was super, super casual back then. So I didn't even log in every day. I was just like, chilling.
Yeah.
Wasn't until I pulled my first legend that I was like, dude, started playing like nonstop.
And then, so
who was your first legend?
I know that's a question. That's a question. See,
Oh, okay.
clearly,
All right, we'll save for
Todd
later.
didn't read the questions.
Look, I knew it was, but I'm just genuinely curious. But I guess we'll find out later.
Exactly,
in the podcast.
right.
So stay tuned.
That's
stay
why
tuned.
I don't know if I want to keep the start of this, but Gary came into the call. He was like, "Guys, I got a Google Doc. I've answered all the questions," and we're like, "God damn, this
man was prepared.
Way more prepared than any of us have ever been for any episode." So we do definitely respect him. What about Okay, then jumping into a little bit forward there. What about like content creation and like getting into streaming and stuff? Like, what kind of prompted you to want to kind of stream and play Treasure Cruise onto a more like, to a fan base or to people out there?
So back in the day, I used to always watch like Zenigami and Toadskii and Atsu and all those other dudes. And I always like wanted to get into it, but right when I was like kind of getting serious about it, my computer broke.
Nice.
So for like another year and a half, I didn't have a computer at all. And then ended up meeting my wife and like getting married and stuff. So everything just kind of took a back burner. And then COVID happened, and I was like, I have all this free time now, so I might as well do it now, if never.
No, we like that. As we've always kind of like tried to advocate and push for, the more people creating content for Treasure Cruise and like just doing fun stuff with it, the better.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I aimed to do. Is I was like, Toadskii and Flamevious and everybody were already doing like the team building videos and stuff. So I was just like, I just want to like highlight the community. Did the coffee cruise thing, and that was super fun.
Yep.
Started to try like a couple of other ideas, but
yeah, I was gonna ask
I think
you,
that's just kind of like that spot that I want to fill.
So like, what prompted Coffee Cruise, and like, if you want to talk about that or anything of the sort, like what is it about, and what prompted you into making that, or like what is it and stuff.
So basically, so I've been skateboarding my entire life. I started skateboarding at probably like 9 or 10 years old, and I'm in my 30s now. So I've been skateboarding for like over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
There is this podcast for skateboarding called the Nine Club,
Yep.
and they essentially do like they have pros like come on and tell their whole story about how they like got into skateboarding and got into all that stuff. And I was like, that would be really cool for just like general gotcha games. But of course, I wanted to start it with One Piece Treasure Cruise because that's my favorite game, like video game ever. Like I just love One Piece Treasure Cruise.
Yep.
So I was like, I just want to get people that I know that play the game that I met on the stream that just want to tell their story and like how they kind of got into it, their favorite parts about the games, give them an outlet to kind of, mention some of their frustrations. But I more so like to focus on like the positive stuff just because I don't know, like for me, it's just a game. Like it's never going to be perfect, but I want it to like, I want to just highlight that stuff that I do like about it, necessarily not so much focus on the stuff that I don't like.
No, totally get that. On this podcast here, we really love to highlight all the positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Todd's never talked about the issues in the game, but that's besides the point, right? What about Gacha Life? How did that idea come around with your boy Reaper Sharp there? Like, how did the Gacha Life video series, or like, what was the prompting for that too? Was that kind of a break off from Coffee Cruise, or was that something that just whole different idea in itself?
With Reaper, we were supposed to do a full episode of Coffee Cruise, but it was just not kind of like lining up. My schedule personally wasn't. So I knew that I wanted to do something just because we had that like time frame already set. And so he had this really funny story he had told me when we met him that his daughter had spent like all of his gems just randomly one day when he like ran to the corner store. And so I was like, I knew I wanted to do something with that, but I didn't really know how to like pitch it in like a bite-sized piece of content. 'Cause I feel like now more than ever, especially like with the younger kids coming into One Piece Treasure Cruise and stuff, like then a lot of people don't want to sit and listen to like some long drawn out podcast. That's my personal favorite kind of thing to listen to. But I want to just offer like a little bit of both.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, makes sense. That's cool, man.
As we know, Mecha Gary, the coolest Treasure Cruise player out there. The only guy. He skateboards and plays. I'm trying to. If you're in the comments down below, tell us if you skateboard and you play at the same time. I don't think you guys can. But we're glad to have you. You know, you've been on the list for quite some time, so you know we're working towards that. So now we appreciate you giving your time up to join us on our podcast as well.
Dude, I thank you guys, man. I look up to every single one of you, and I think this is my personal favorite piece of One Piece Treasure Cruise content is Good, Great, Perfect. So just to be on here,
let's go! We're doing it, boys.
We made it.
I'm happy. That's made my day. All right, now to get into the nitty gritty, ladies and gentlemen. Ace versus Akainu. The banner is live out of nowhere. We thought this was French anniversary. Bandai came in. Yoshi came in with the axe. He said, "Psych." It's there right now. Here right now. How do we go, gentlemen? Did we pull? Are we waiting? What's the situation going on?
Yes, those pulls. They were very good. They were juicy pulls.
Todd, let us know, sir. How'd your pulls go?
Yep.
How'd everything go?
Well, it could have been even better, believe it or not. But you know, getting all of the rare recruits in 2 multis,
insane,
was pretty good. And I was hoping to potentially get Ace Akainu very early as well, so I didn't have to do that many. But 9 multis in, we got him on the super limited pool, which is really nice actually. You know, super limited pool, 20% chance to get him, not too bad. And then the regular limited pool is like a 10% chance to get him. But I got lucky enough to get him on the super limited step, as many people did, because obviously 20% chance. I mean, that's the best opportunity you're gonna get them at. And yeah, ended up working out all right. But I know that for some other people that I've talked to, it's hasn't been as nice. But I think the vast majority of people, from what I've seen on Twitter, people commenting, it seems like overall, like people had a really decent time in this Sugo compared to others. So far so good.
Flame, how about you, my friend? How did you go?
Unfortunately, my luck streak came to an end.
It's
no
over.
First multi for me. Had to go to 13. I did get Sweet Commanders though, so I'm pretty sure the only legend I don't have now is V2 Kaido, I think.
Damn.
Other than that, we are all set. And I didn't say this in the last podcast, but I'll say it now. I'm officially free to play.
Damn.
That's it. Free to play Flame. Ace Akainu acquired. Flame's free to play. It's done. Knight, do you remember your time pulling for Ace Akainu? How did that go for you?
I did 9, and I think the only one I was missing was Sengoku. Pretty sure that was it.
Oh, the rare recruit Sengoku.
I don't know why I thought I was like Legend Sengoku. I was like, wait a minute. Knight's been playing since
well, he was pullable on the Sugo.
I was like, wait a minute. Knight's been playing since like day one. There's no way, but okay. Rare recruit Sengoku. Gary, how about yourself? What's your plan with the Ace vs Akainu banner? Have you pulled? What's popping there?
So far I've done 2 pulls. We did like a homie pulls in Discord. So a couple people jumped in a video call and we all just kind of shared our pulls. It seemed to be about 50-50. So my little cousin and then another dude pulled them on the first multi. I didn't pull them. I've only done 2 of my pulls though, so hopefully we get them. I did get the new Sengoku, so 80 gems for a new character. Not too bad.
We take those.
Very good.
Very good. So you planning to do more pulls in part 2 or just later on in part 1, or what's your plan there?
So I'll probably just do 4 in part 1, but I want to save the other 2 for stream. So I think maybe Monday or Tuesday I'll be able.
Nice.
Oh,
sick.
And that's another thing about this Sugo that's so good is like this batch is actually like really good.
All the rare
not only
are great.
do they have like pretty decent specials, but they've got amazing supports as well. I love that. That's so
for
good.
sure. Now,
I think
Papi, how did yours go?
I have not pulled. I have. I'm itching. The trigger finger is about. I want to pull so bad.
Are you waiting for part 2, or are you waiting for another Sugo?
I'm waiting for part 2 purely because Vivi and Rebecca V2 Christmas edition.
What are you missing?
I need to get the list up, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
Let me get the list up. But like, so I'm missing like I'm still missing Halloween Shanks, Halloween Mihawk. Okay. I'm missing Vivi Becca, Zoro, Enel, and then obviously now, these jabronis, Ace and Akainu. So ideally
you on Enel, that's crazy.
I did 5 on Enel, and I got like actually to be fair, I got like 4 Pirate Rumble rare recruits that are new.
I haven't told anyone this, so I guess I'll reveal it now.
Ooh.
So I did 6 for Enel, right?
Yep.
And then I was in a call with Carissa the other day, and I'm like, oh, I really want the Rebecca character.
No, he did one more. He got it. This piece of trash.
So I did 1 more multi, and then after that I had the 1 gem multi. So I did that first 50 gem multi, and I got another copy of Enel.
Bro, I hate you. I actually despise you.
And then I did the 1 gem multi. I didn't get anything, and then the one after that was a recommended unit, and I got Toy Soldier then. But
bro,
just leave those off-screen skis, man.
Bro, the off-screen skis is too powerful. It's too. Yeah, so wait, is that in reference to the jabroni that was like smacking at you on Twitter the other day, talking about you shouldn't be doing pulls offline or some shit?
Wait, someone said that?
I think so.
Bro, what?
I think so. Someone was snapping. I don't know where it was, but I read somewhere someone was snapping. Anyway, though,
people always snapping anyway.
That's facts. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm hoping to God either because we know Vivian Rebecca is on part 2.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to God either Shanks or Mihawk is available on part 2 as well, because then that would just be even juicier.
On the Japan Sugo, Shanks was on part 1 and Mihawk was on part 2.
So Japan hopefully, even Mihawk would be better, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So like, ideally, if I had to go deep. And if I could pick up Mihawk and Vivi Rebecca and then Ace Akainu, then like it is what it is, you know.
That'd be huge, yeah.
So I'm probably gonna wait, but I don't know.
But a lot of people having the same mentality, which I think is a pretty fair idea, is to just wait for the Treasure Map Sugo Fest.
Correct, which is what I want to talk about a little bit, because I remember Knight specifically a couple episodes ago, I think it was, made reference to the Baroque Works support Sugo Fest. And they were available on that Sugo Fest, and that was a 10 Legend Sugo Fest, and all those support units are fantastic. So that's a very good place to pull as well. So I guess we have to kind of come to the point, like, actually, you know what?
But then again, then you got the French anniversary, which is at the end of next month, and One Piece Day.
Which could have them on the banner as well. So
and Magellan potentially could arrive somewhere in between now and then too.
Exactly right. Well, let's talk about the banner first a little bit. So we're at 12% Legend rate. So what's that, like 2.5 times, roughly?
2.4.
That's kind of weird. I don't know why they got to be so... Just make it 15%, man. Make it 25%. I don't know.
Oh, but my God.
It's really good. Lots of discounts. Lots of 1 gem multis. The steps are kind of whatever. I feel like, except like the big ones that are like the
discounts.
The discounts are amazing, and then there's the super limited step, which on like multi 9 number 19 are both of them are fantastic steps. The legend roster for part 1 was actually quite decent. You're looking at some pretty good units. Kaido versus Big Mom, Sweet Commanders, so literally all of Anni was on this part as well, which is hilarious.
All of them.
Pretty much all of Anniversary, even all the ST units as well. Like, it's a pretty stacked part.
And actually, one thing that I noticed as well is that the boosted rare recruits were actually good too. Like Usohachi, King, recent release batch stuff. Like, actually good batch rare recruits were boosted too. So really
it was a pretty good banner overall. Like, if we're talking about that they're not French Anniversary, I guess that's like something we can definitely discuss. But to like, I guess repent, for lack of a better word, to have them available at this time in comparison to them being a French Anniversary unit, I think the banner is fair for it just being a end of the month Sugo Fest. Like, what do you guys think about that? Really?
Like,
you guys,
I don't know what else they. I don't know what else they really could have done. I mean, when it released on Japan, it was also a 12% banner.
That was 1,500 gems, like flat though for
because they didn't have any discounts, which was a bit of a weird one. Like, it's weird because when we got Kaido versus Big Mom, we didn't have any discounts either. It was almost like a 1-for-1 for what JP had.
Yeah.
So we were fully expecting when Ace Akainu came out, we were fully expecting it to be a bad Sugo. Like, no discounts and, same legends and stuff. But the fact that there are discounts this time, and I think the steps are slightly different as well. I don't know if they had super limited steps. I remember they had a limited step, but we had like the super limited, which only had 5 characters you could pull from it. Like, that is absurd. They made it so good. They made people want to spend their gems, which was good. And also, something slightly we have to also kind of mention is how good the campaigns that has been surrounding this event.
Finally, a campaign,
right? Like all the free gems and stuff.
A campaign. It's been 30 years. Treasure Cruise finally has a campaign. Before hopping to that night, do you remember if there was super limited steps for this banner, or was it just limited?
I wouldn't know. Yeah, I'd have to ask the old Knight.
New Knight.
I can't remember.
I'm retired Knight.
Retired Knight. What about Dev Knight? Where's Dev Knight at these days? Is he still about, or is he retired as well?
He's in there somewhere. I have to wake him up.
I cannot remember for the life of me. I think I remember seeing it on like there was an infographic being shared about the Japan Sugo, and
I do recall that. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just I'm just overall just impressed because I was expecting not much. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree because like I'm satisfied as well. Go for it.
I like the banner, but I think it's a good banner for the community, but I personally don't like the banner because I still think that 10 legend banners are better than the 2x, 3x Sugo Fest.
Yeah, exactly right.
My share of polls that I've done, I've noticed that I've normally had way better luck with those. Also, I still think that 30 multis is ridiculous.
Yep.
For the guaranteed unit. I mean, I wasn't doing it anyway, but I think we should kind of get back to 20. That's like much more concise.
Minimum 25. It has to start being as the cap.
Yeah, 25 is still like, but I mean,
yeah, exactly. 25 is still like
anything other than 30.
But like 30 was insane. I mean, to be fair, this is what it's like 1,100 gems roughly for the 30 multis. Is it
1137?
There you go. So like 23 maybe multis in there, 23, 24. So, like, if you really want to get technical, then I guess, you kind of cover yourself there. But for the most part, like, if it was 25 steps instead, that would have been, like, 800 gems for Ace Akainu at the max.
I do agree, though. I the super limited pool steps are always very nice, and I feel like they should have those on more banners, because for some reason they do them, and then they just forget about them for a while.
I don't know how I feel about these recommended character or legend steps.
No, they're like filler steps.
Gary, what do you think? Are you a fan of these recommended
I'm fine with them. I'm fine with them if they do the 1 gem multis, especially because those are the ones that get me to actually like spend money, because it's like, oh, I'm only 2 multis away from my 1 gem multi, so I might as well buy 100 gems right now and knock that out,
Yeah, I mean, that's a completely fair point.
So, especially too, like with my little cousin who was pulling yesterday, he doesn't get to spend money on the game, right? Like he's a young kid. So for him, these types of banners are amazing because he doesn't have like, all of the characters in the game like we do. He's still looking for like Sweet Commanders who he got yesterday, and then he got lucky and got Ace Akainu, but then I think he also got I don't remember who it was, but he got another new legend off of the banner like this morning. So it was like,
that's awesome.
I still think they're pretty good for people who haven't been playing as much or maybe haven't logged in a while. But yeah, for us, I don't think they're all that great anymore because I got Sengoku on mine.
I would have the recommended character. Is that just the rare recruits in the new legend, or is that
recommended? Just means like the banner unit.
Yeah, so Big Mom Kaido,
no, that's
and then
dumb.
the whole new batch.
If they should make it that step into the recommended character is literally either the new legend or the rare recruits.
Yeah, that's what JP gets. It should just be the step. Just
that's
say
all
new
it should
character.
be, because at least at that point, then okay, if I get absolutely shafted and I do 2 multis on this banner, I'm guaranteed to at least, at minimum, get one of the rare recruits out of it, which is still terrible, to say the least.
Yeah.
But at least you can guarantee.
I feel like they should have that new character step like quite a few times.
I like the new character steps a lot. I don't mind if it's not guaranteed.
Because with the rare crew rates being so bad sometimes, like Todd got them super early, but like I said, I didn't get one till like my 8th or 9th multi. Like you shouldn't have to do 10 multis and not have a single new rare crew.
100%.
Yeah.
But like I just don't.
I definitely agree with that.
I don't see a point in having this recommended trash when it's like unless you're gonna, it should be either like one, like they could split it. They could have some of the steps either be like a recommended legend, and then maybe it's like any of the legends from the tavern, which could be an insane step to say the least. But even then, they already have the limited steps, so they shouldn't do that. So like they should literally, those steps should be either a new rare recruit or the new legend. It shouldn't be anything but that. Also, I'm sick and tired of the new legend either being extended or not, because there were people in your chat, Todd, that were saying, oh, when I pulled Ace Akainu, they weren't extended, but then when you pulled him, they were extended.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a bug or they design it that way. Like I don't understand why they do it that way. I feel like
it has to do with the animations, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. I feel like maybe there's something. I might have to do a third research session of the anime, because like I just don't like. There has to be some sort of correlation there, right? Where like, because there's no way that they haven't noticed this issue, because people like are very quick to pounce on issues, and I think this has been a definitely prominent thing in the community that people have been specifying, stating that sometimes it's extended or not. So I'm sure it has to be like a feature that they've implemented themselves, and then maybe it's correlated to animations. But I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah.
All right. Ace Akainu Banner, worth pulling on or worth waiting? Where are we sitting here?
If you're missing a lot of those characters that are on the banner, I would say completely worth pulling.
I think too, especially if you're missing a lot of the super type legends. I think I counted 9 out of 20 possible legends you can get are super types. So if you're struggling with like GARP challenges or anything like that, I think it's a great banner to pull on, because you can potentially get something that could help you beat one of those.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the anniversary legends are there, and they're all great. So,
Flame, what do you think, man?
I said it last episode. I'll say it again. I mean, now that we actually know the banner's out, this is a great time to pull, in my opinion, regardless of whether you have a lot of people or not, because what's coming out in the next couple of months, you're going to be pulling every other week, unfortunately. So you have a decent amount of time to save up, at least.
Correct.
If you pull now.
And then I'll chug it to retired knight over here. Even though I know there's something in your brain, you still got knowledge. Don't lie to me. You're the man that holds all the power. What do you feel?
Do I?
Yeah, 100%.
When do I get my check?
Right, we got. Hey, just letting you guys know, we got our second paycheck in the mail. 12 months of work. We got 2 paychecks. Shout out.
Huge. All right.
I haven't told you guys yet, because I'm gonna spend it on myself.
Okay.
No, it's like I'm out. No, but like for real though, do you think that do you think it's worth risking waiting until the Baroque Works banner and potentially Ace Akainu not even being there, or do you think that because of this banner now, it's worthwhile like actually pulling on?
I guess so. Like I don't know how Global does like their support banner releases, so I
I
can't be
think it's
like the
1 for 1 for
best.
what JP gets.
Generally, it'd be like the exact same. That's where I think a lot of people are like thinking that it might be worthwhile waiting and doing a lot of multis on the support.
I mean
banner.
like the time frame of when they
yeah.
like release the banners.
That's true,
because,
actually, because we don't know right now, really.
Because like on JP, like we got it like it was like the banner that came out like right afterwards. While Global,
It won't happen on Global though, because the Ace Akainu banner, or at least the login campaign or whatever, finishes the day before One Piece Day. So technically,
really,
I think it does. I think what's One Piece Day, like June? I don't know, like July.
It's usually the 22nd.
So I think I'm fairly certain it ends very
close
it
ends
to that.
July 20th.
Yeah, so it ends roughly close to that.
Oh, the world top 100 login bonus ends July 22nd.
So that's the one that ends the day before, right?
Yep.
So like I have this feeling that we might get like scheduled again in a completely terrible order where
then again as well is there's actually like a lot of time before the treasure map banner. Like I think July 6th is when the Ace Akainu banner leaves. That's a lot of time though. So there's like there's actually a lot of time before that banner comes out, so they might jam in the support banner.
But when does the banner when does the banner end? Because
the support banner or the Ace Akainu banner?
Well, Ace Akainu banner ends July 6th.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
So I don't really see them having the Ace Akainu banner out and then having the support banner out at the same time with Ace Akainu on that banner.
Good point.
Because if they did that, I would have much rather spent my gems on that support banner, well, truly, and knowing that, you know.
Another thing as well, like whether or not you're deciding to pull, it's like it just comes down to like what you have and don't have, because you remember the support banner is not going to have all the top tier legends 100%. That this current banner is going to have. So if you're missing a lot of stuff, yeah, you should pull here. But if you're that type of person that already has a lot of those really good legends and content really isn't that much of a problem for you, and you're just looking to like improve your account, then you could probably decide, you know, maybe I can skip this one and get them later on the treasure map Sugo, which is what many people are probably going to do. But yeah,
I feel that. All right. Then I guess the next question, that's probably the most important question of today's episode, I would say. What the hell's happening with French Anniversary? So
Blackbeard and Moria.
Oh no! All right. Our new segment is called Predictvious. Flame has predicted the majority of things correctly. So Flame, would you do the honors of predicting what will our French Anniversary be?
I think it's going to be either one or two things. I think Todd said this one, so I'll give him the tip of the hat for this. I think he said we might get Blackbeard Moria with a combination of Magellan's release. I personally wouldn't pull on that, but I mean that's better than just Blackbeard and Moria.
Correct.
But if it's not that, I think we're either going to get Blackbeard and Moria with the combination of One Piece Day, because since they released Akainu and Ace, I don't know. I can't see them just releasing Blackbeard and Moria, because, I mean, I don't know. Like, even if they had like insane steps, I personally wouldn't pull on that.
Yeah, but remember, it's going to be a Super Sugo, and then you get Roger and Odin again.
Yeah, let's go. And then Super Sugo One Piece Day unit as well.
No, don't put that energy out there. Make the One Piece Day unit a regular ass legend.
Yep. And then they're gonna have the new One Piece Day unit, since it's gonna be a JP unit too, is gonna have a new limit break tablet, and Global isn't gonna be able to get the tablet because it's not out yet.
To be released.
To be released.
The same way Wano Law's Pyre Rumble abilities just did not exist.
God,
that was a bug, and that's to fix it later. Yeah.
All right, so are we kind of set? Are we kind of set on Moria and Blackbeard at minimum being French Anniversary, or do you think that like, there might be something else there?
Blackbeard and Moria is like worst case scenario, but like it's probably the most plausible thing at this point.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, like stuff that comes after, obviously it's not going to be Capone Crew. That's a Kisuna Sugo Fest.
Correct.
Bonnie, I feel like Bonnie's a bit too far into the future.
Yeah, I agree.
And then it's either, like I said, it's just going to be one of those three. They're not going to skip to, you know, the 7th anniversary legends. So it's either going to be one of those three legends, a combination of them, or just a mix of the One Piece Day. There's like, it's nothing else, in my opinion.
Gary, what do you think? What do you think, Gary? How are you feeling about French Anniversary?
I've been so confused. I was trying to like research today, like past JP stuff, and then seeing what they did for One Piece Day, like the past few years. Because for some reason, it seems like this year everyone's more excited about One Piece Day than I've seen them any other year in One Piece Treasure Cruise. And I don't really understand why, because aside from like a couple years ago, we got a like a choose your own Sugo, which we haven't gotten in a really long time. It might have been the last one we got. I haven't seen anything exciting for One Piece Day, so I really don't know what to predict for that one.
So I think the only reason why One Piece Day is so hyped, at least this year, is that last year we got Wano Law as a simultaneous release. So I think I think the main crux behind it is like, well, if they're gonna keep following suit, then in theory we should be getting a simultaneous release of One Piece Day this year. And I think that it will happen because of the fact that the World Top 100
is going across on both games.
It going across on both games, and they both finish on the same time, the day before, or like the day of One Piece Day.
Yeah.
So it would lead a lot of us to believe that there's a high potential there's a simultaneous release there.
And plus, like, that was when Yoshi took over, and when Yoshi took over was the release of Wano Law. Like, we're not really too sure if he's the one that, like, put it in, but it would make sense if he was. Like, he was already in, and he's like, okay, for One Piece Day, we do this big celebration for both games, and then we're thinking, well, if he's still here, and we're going to have another One Piece Day, we hope it's going to be on the same level, if not even more hype. And the thing about it was kind of weird, though, is that when Wano Law released on Japan, they actually had like a Kizuna event for it as well, and it took Global quite a while for actually to get that event that Japan got. So I hope that if they are going to do another simultaneous release, that we actually get content for both games at the same time, so we don't have this current issue that we had last month where they had to do a bunch of catch up. So we'll wait and see how it all goes.
I'm concerned though, a little bit concerned. I don't know.
Concerned about what?
Just French anniversary and then the whole One Piece Day thing. Especially because One Piece Day is like a week before. It's like very quickly before.
It's such an awkward time, isn't it?
It's very quickly before. Like what Shanks Crew came out on July. Yeah, Shanks Crew came out July 27th. Law came out July 21st.
5 days before.
So like,
sheesh.
Yeah, that's my issuing right there. Actually, it's kind of weird because Law came out on the 21st, but the campaign ends 22nd. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose.
I do remember. I don't know if it's maybe just like thinking fondly of the past because it was such a good banner for me, but I remember that Shanks Crew banner being like really insane.
Probably the best banner we've ever had to date still, I would argue.
Yeah, it's probably the best banner it's ever released. Yeah.
That banner, and that was the introduction of Yoshi, and that's why everyone was so gassed. And then, but again, we don't know for sure though if that was Yoshi who put that banner in. That might have been already like in the works, and he could have maybe like dabbled a little bit and changed some things. But I guess you know, we don't know for sure there. But that banner was banging, so that's why everyone was kind of anticipating Ace Akainu to be French anniversary, because it would kind of follow suit. Really, really good legend. And then that could in turn mean a really, really good Sugo Fest, because French anniversaries are always at least I think every time the French anniversary has been an amazing Sugo Fest.
Yeah,
so
typically it's always better than the actual
anniversary. So I guess that's kind of why everyone's been very excited for French anniversary. But now that's where the issue kind of comes in of like, oh well, Ace Akainu's out. What do we have next? Magellan next, in theory, if we're going by the Legend scheduling at least. It should be Magellan next, and then, Moria and Blackbeard.
Who?
Okay. Yeah, who? Fair. Yeah, I agree. Okay, it's a question then. Do we think it is a possibility that there is a global first for French anniversary?
I mean, there's always a possibility.
But like, how
does that include the One Piece Day unit?
No.
Potentially.
Okay, we'll say the
no.
like, okay, instead of possibility, the plausibility. So like the actual odds of it existing, there being a global first unit coming out alongside Blackbeard and Moria. Let's say.
I have the theory that I don't think they're going to do any more global firsts.
I would agree.
Yeah. They're probably going to do simultaneouses, and I would agree with that.
I think
I
so.
don't think global firsts. No.
I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
especially I think if they're trying to catch us up, I feel like
it'd do a
it would
harm.
make no point, to do like
I tell you, that's a very good way of thinking about it.
Very contradictory, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think One Piece Day being a simultaneous, that's like probably the most plausible thing, just because we have history of that.
Yep.
It just feels like I don't know what they're gonna do, because if they don't do a simultaneous release for One Piece Day, I feel like it's kind of gone backwards.
Yep, correct.
They should do it.
I would say, like, I know you can't really do it because it's anniversary, but bring French Annie forward, or bring One Piece Day release to French anniversary, and then just do it then. Like, do it as one celebration.
That's honestly a really good idea, because the thing about it is the actual anniversary of the game, in February, it's like supposed to be in like the second week of February, but we always have the Sugo Fest like the final couple of days of February.
Yeah, exactly. It's always at the end of the month. Yeah.
Yeah, like why not just go ahead and bring the banner forward like a week? That'd be fine.
Because like either or, like if it was a simultaneous, like if we knew, like for example, they could say, okay, Legend 6, like V16 Luffy's releasing for One Piece Day, right?
Oh my god!
Don't shoot me yet. But like for example, like you could arbitrarily say like, okay, that he's releasing on JP on this particular day, but then like 5 days later, they could specify in the news and say, like, hey, 5 days later he'll be appearing on the global version, but amongst the French anniversary celebration. Or they could do the opposite end and say, we're bringing French Annie to One Piece Day, and then having them be a celebration together.
Well, like when Luffy and Ace first came out on global for French anniversary, they had Kung Fu Luffy debut alongside him too.
That's true.
So it could be something like that.
What if One Piece Day is Kung Fu Luffy 6+ release?
I mean, that's an option.
Shout out Godot one time.
That is an option. Kung Fu Luffy's a pretty decent unit, honestly. Like, on paper, he's not bad, but with a 6+, he could be really,
and he's still not on JP. So there's definitely an argument that can be made there that
someone said the other day that like Japan's only missing 3 characters that Global has. Like it's Kung Fu Luffy, support Sengoku, and the support Makino that we got for the Shanks Crew banner. That's
never coming back though. That unit,
it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, support Sengoku would have been so perfect to release alongside that new lore that they got.
Correct.
But they never did.
There's been so many times they could have released that support Sengoku, but they haven't.
I don't know why they're holding out, man. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe that's the day we catch up. They're just gonna have
catch up Sugo Fest.
The catch up Sugo Fest.
Yeah.
The two the banner legend will be Kung Fu Luffy, and it'll be a support Sugo Fest with Makino and Sengoku are available. Hey, that'd be kind of cracking. On the real, that might be kind of banging.
All right, crazy.
All right, final predictions before. Actually, we'll have the next podcast way before French Annie. So I don't know. We don't need to do final predictions.
We might know. Who knows?
Exactly. Who knows, right? But I guess the consensus, in a sense, is like Moria and Blackbeard, unfortunately, and maybe some Magellan sprinkled in there too. But we'll see.
We don't know.
From one legend release to another. Before this one, however, PvP Legend Enel released on the global version as well. Did we do some pools on that? How did we go, gentlemen?
Oh yeah, very good.
I did a 30 gem multi only, and it was the worst multi in my life.
Oh no!
So
all right, you gotta tell us. I didn't
go any further.
You get any rumbles?
You gotta tell us what happened.
Man, I don't even remember what it was. It was that unremarkable.
You got no rumble rare recruits?
That's a 20.
I think I got. I got Soba Mask, the rumble. Soba Mask. It was the only unit that I didn't have.
That's banging though. That's a very good. I mean,
you lied.
You lied. It's a good one.
Fucking liar.
That's what Gary's.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Hey, he's more prepared than us. You let him live.
It was the bait. Yeah.
They wanted you to go more. They're like, oh, you got Soba Mask. What if the next multi you get Enel? All right, Flame Todd. Let me know what happened.
Go Flame.
Go Flame.
I haven't pulled on a PvP banner since PvP's release on global.
Wowzers!
You skipped Enel as well.
Yeah,
crazy,
no way, bro.
Todd, all right, let him know.
Yeah. Let him know. Yeah, no, we got Enel. We move. Yeah, ended up going pretty well. Actually got a lot of new Rumble units I didn't have. I pulled like the Ores, pulled Conus, and stuff. Yeah, it was cool. And I think I've finally rainbowed some of my other units, like Whitebeard. Finally got him rainbowed, so that's nice.
Nice.
But yeah, nah, went very well. Very, very happy with how those pulls went. And it's interesting because, Enel came out a long time ago on Japan, and they still haven't made it like another Rumble Legend, which is kind of surprising.
That's kind of what pushed me to pull a little bit. Was like I haven't pulled on a Pirate Rumble banner since the first Pirate Rumble banner.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might as well like do some multis here, at least 5, because Enel's cracking.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a chance for me to get some like Toy Soldier Rebecca's amazing and like that kind of stuff. So
yeah, another reason why I felt like this Rumble Sugo was like not terrible to pull, because they debuted 2 Rumble units at the same time.
That's also why. Like that lore is really good as well. So I was like, why not?
Yeah, I just recorded a video actually with the strength team with lore, and like the team, it's very similar actually to like the Slashers, how they have like high CT, high damage, but they're like kind of squishy and they have low defense.
Yeah.
So the strength team currently is very similar to that, with like Odin. You can use Sweet Commanders with them. The new versus Ace, of course, works very well with them. So yeah, the strength team's good, but not a top tier team.
They need a little bit. They need a little bit more.
Yeah, they do.
They need a little bit more to get there. All the other colors, banging. Like Dex is great.
Actually, yeah.
Quick,
like, Int's great. Yeah.
So
all the other colors are great except for like strength. It's kind of
and maybe One Piece Day
is what a strength
poggy unit. Oh shit! All right, bet.
All right, heard it first.
I did 5 multis. I didn't get Enel, Sag, but I got Stussy, which is quite fitting to be in the time of the quick meta. So, and she's pretty decent. I got Sanji. I got Kaku finally, which is pretty good. Nice. And I got Cavendish. So, like, not too shabby there. Like, 4 new Pirate Rumble rare recruits and 5 multis. Like, you can't really complain. So
yeah, that's really good.
Like, I was kind of like ticked off, but then like when I looked back at it, I was like, yeah, this is fine. Like, this was worth the 5 multis nonetheless. And what do you guys think then from that? I'm stretching, right? But like we just chatted just then, like strength is kind of weak in terms of colors. But do we think that like, because Todd did bring it up just then, there hasn't been a Pirate Rumble legend or like exclusive legend at least for quite some time since the release of Enel. Like what do you,
tinfoil hat theory?
Yeah, we're tinfoil hat theorying. Where do we think then? All right, this is Knight. This is basically the question for Knight essentially, because he's the man that conjures all this stuff up.
I've got a couple guesses.
Knight, what do you think is the next Pirate Rumble exclusive legend?
All right.
If you say Baby 5, I'm gonna kick you from the call. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was waiting.
Well, all right. Let me ask the other guy then.
Ask Dev Knight.
All right. So there's some guy that starts with a J, Joy. No, what was it again? Jozu.
Oh, Jozu. Pirate Rumble legend. We didn't get him for treasure map, so he's gonna come back for Pirate Rumble. He's back. It lives on.
I have a good tinfoil hat theory.
Hit it, Todd.
Okay, so what if every Pirate Rumble legend is a main villain?
Interesting.
So what if we have a new Crocodile, a new Lucci?
Yep.
Potentially would make good Rumble units, I think.
I'd be kind of down with a Croc.
Yeah.
Because like there's no good Crocodiles in Rumble I can think of.
As long as
there's no good Luccis I can think of.
As long as they give him a good super type. They give him super type at least. Don't pull an Enel and not give him one.
Enel's still pretty good in main content.
Yeah, he's kind of cracking. But
he's fun.
I'm down. I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah. Could be.
Gary, what are you thinking?
Man, I don't even know. PvP is my weakest One Piece Treasure Cruise.
That's fine. This is the tinfoil hat section where you can literally say anything. Like it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't have to come with research or whatever. Like, what do you think would be the next one?
I got it my way. I would want a PvP Big Mom.
Ooh,
Big Mom is like my favorite character in all of One Piece, and I think that she would make like a great just like a solo unit, because it feels like every time they release a Big Mom, it's like, you know, Luffy Law and then Big Mom is tacked on, like Kaido with Big Mom tacked on. It's like she's tacked on to everything.
Fair.
I want her to get like her own spotlight like banner, you know.
Make her a strength unit as well, so she can like bang up the strength team. I'd be so down with that.
And
There's already a strength.
back to her.
They forget Annie. Third Annie.
Bro, relax. Get him out of here.
Dude, Treasure Map Big Mom's better than any Big Mom.
This is why you're retired, Knight. Get out of your retired, Knight.
I'm gonna jump in here. I think you guys were tinfoil hat theorying for PvP Legend, right?
Yes, correct.
All right, so I'm gonna say something I know everybody in here wants, because we already have multiple regular versions. We have a Kizuna exclusive variant to it,
Hold on,
and
we're
we
playing
also now have the Treasure Map
Oh,
exclusive
no.
variant to it. So let's get PvP Legend Sanji.
Yay!
That would make me so upset.
Bro, if I wake up one morning and they're like, oh, the next Pyro Rumble exclusive legend is Sanji, I'm gonna close the app and just never open it up again. I swear to God. Like, Sanji's cool, but I don't need no more. I
think honestly, like they should. I think the villain theory would be really cool.
I
agree.
agree.
You could do a new Dofi as well. I think Dofi needs a new.
Only
legend.
get that side Dofi, first side Dofi in the game.
Yo, hold on.
Works well with
That'd be
Enel.
kinda tight.
Ooh.
Strength. I'm down.
spicy.
I think that's probably our first ever proper, like, well done, Todd. Round of applause.
You watch. Now the next one actually is going to be Sanji.
Sanji. Hey, Predictvious, man. He ain't getting nothing wrong.
He's called Predictvious for a reason.
Exactly right. I think, like, I guess, like, the thing that I like the most about Pirate Rumble is not necessarily, like, the game. Like, the gameplay is cool. I don't like the team building as much because everyone kind of just, like, finds the best team and then uses it. But I think the thing that I like about it a lot is that, at least for the time being, like, we've got, like, 3 Kizuna legends in the span of, like, so little time. But then, like, the Pirate Rumble legend just had Enel, which, like, I'm probably going to jinx now. I guarantee you, like, next week, there's going to be a new Pirate Rumble legend or whatever. But, like, I really hope that they maintain, like, focus on just releasing rare recruits for Pirate Rumble that like, act as, like, a balancing way to shift meta into particular colors and such.
Well, at the same point, though, like, I don't like it when they release too many, like, limited legends like that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I don't like... I enjoy the fact that it's just, like, rare recruits. And, like, if you don't have them, like, yeah, okay, it's kind of, like, not the best, but at the same time, the rare recruit isn't going to be the end all be all for your like, team or your team composition or whatever. I feel like a lot of, like, I'm looking at, like, there was a Japanese player, like Buki-san. They made a list of, like, just, like, the go-to kind of teams for each color, and every team on it has at most, like, 1 Pirate Rumble rare recruit, if that. So, like, a lot of the teams will have legends, which is kind of lame as well at the same time. I don't blame them. But, like, for the most part, like, the strength team has rare recruit Jozu, which seems pretty interesting, and then Pirate Rumble Law, Pirate Rumble Kark on the bench. The Dex team has that Frankie and Cavendish and Sober Mask. The Quick team has just Pirate Rumble Shiryu and then Whitebeard on the bench. The Psy team has Toy Soldier. The Int team has no Pirate Rumble rare recruit, and then, like, he made, like, a dual unit or, like, whatever team, and then there's nothing there. So, like, for the most part, like, a lot of the teams don't necessarily need, like, at least, like, the go-to team doesn't necessarily need the Pirate Rumble rare recruit. It's just, like, a bonus, and they're replaceable in a sense. So you'll have units that will maybe do similar or similar things to these Pirate Rumble rare recruits. So I do enjoy that part, but I just really hope they don't oversaturate Pirate Rumble with lots of legends. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, Warlord Blitz event. Let's chat. I want to talk about this event.
Absolute.
All right, moving on. Next category. All right, well, for real though. All right, let's talk about this for a second because I kind of want to get everyone's like, opinions and views on it overall. So you can stop me if I'm saying anything wrong. Which the event was good. All right, there's a wrong thing, but no. So the Warlord Blitz Battle event kind of came out, and at least the Sugo Fest came out. And with the Sugo Fest, we got the boosted list. and on the booster list, there was the 3 new pullable rare recruits and Weevil. And that was it. At least the start. Which is maybe the most horrendous thing I've ever seen. I'll be real with you. I was about to start angry tweeting, and I just kept deleting the tweet every time. I was like, I need to send this, but I was like, I don't want to say too much, you know. I don't want to. Yeah. But then later on, we did get a full booster list, fortunately enough. But 4 days, 25,000 points to farm. If you didn't have the rare recruits, the best possible team you could build was a 5.4 times point boosted team, and about over 100 and so runs in 4 days. How did you guys do? What did you guys think? Did you guys get all the points? What's up?
For
Did it, Gary?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
For me personally, I think overall the event, like, the rewards were great.
Yes.
But just there was no reason for me to pull for the boosters, like, at all.
Yep.
So I didn't pull for the boosters, and I had a really, really, really hard time finding a BOA friend captain. Like, I even took to Twitter to tweet out can please somebody with BOA add me, because it was getting really difficult to farm it. I was having to spin gems to refresh my stamina just so I could use the one friend I had that pulled BOA as my friend captain.
Mm-hmm.
And that made it, I didn't even finish it. It made it so difficult to finish. I just was over it after 2 days of grinding. I was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
It was a lot. It was such a big effort. Todd, what did you think of the event?
Oh, it was so painful, I swear. I did not like it at all. I think the event itself, in terms of the rewards, I think what Gary said was fine. I think the rewards were fantastic, but the actual event, actually playing it, was not fun at all. And it took a really long time to get those rewards. And basically, you had to have the BOA friend captain to have an easier time with this event.
The raid was actually kind of challenging if you didn't have the right team.
Oh, for sure.
There was if you wanted to have a full team of boosters, you needed a very specific team. There was maybe 1 or 2 variants of that team at most. And it was just a pain in the butt.
I can say the one thing I hate that they do in any sort of content whatsoever is the 2 different stage 4s. So if you build one team, it's not even guaranteed to run it through straight. So you already have to farm 25,000 points or whatever, and then you run into the slow stage 4 where you have to stall 3 extra turns. It's just a grind.
Don't even talk to me about that. Jesus Christ,
that is so true.
Every time I saw that stage, I just wanted to give up. Every time I was like, no. This stage is so bad. It's very frustrating.
The Stugo that came out with it wasn't super amazing either. I don't think the units are that good.
No, they're not.
They're fine. They're not they're on the same level as the Bonsai Akainu and that boat Aokiji. Those correct. 2 units are insanely good outside of their event. Whereas these ones, you can use them, but there's heaps of other units you could use in replace of them. They're not super required.
But see, for me, the audacity to have it go for 4 days as well, just because it was a Blitz battle on JP. It just frustrated me a lot.
Actually, I'm kind of happy it wasn't a Blitz battle.
No, absolutely. I didn't want it to be a Blitz battle, but at the same time, for the average player, getting 25,000 points in 4 days is not easy.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? For seasoned vets and stuff, that's just you're just playing the game with that. You just you get it done. I think I got it done with 20 minutes to spare. That's how lazy I was. I don't want to do this. And I got it done at the last possible second, really. But I don't understand. That is the Sugo Fest that came out, and the Sugo Fest was very mid as well. There was no guaranteed unit at all, which I think is ridiculous in the first place. Secondly, it's 25,000 points so much, but I do agree with Gary. The rewards, if you did get if you did farm it, were actually quite good. I think the only reason they were good was because they incorporated the community rewards from the Blitz battle into the point rewards, which is actually pretty decent. So there's a lot of gems on offer. I think upwards of 60 gems were available.
Yep, 64,
which is really good from just a farming event at least.
Yeah, especially heading into the Ace versus Akainu.
Exactly right. Plus, if you're spending gems on stamina, unless you're somehow spending 64 gems on stamina, there's there's definitely you're gonna profit from the event regardless, which is always a positive thing to do.
Yes.
But I guess like this was kind of shoved in out of nowhere though. Like
yeah.
When was this meant to be? Like this event? When was
I think this did actually come out.
It is supposed to come out before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember this event at all on JP. Like I genuinely do not remember this event. When I saw like those the Boa, Mihawk, and Buggy, I was like, oh, it's that event. I was like, what the hell? I totally forgot that event existed in the first place. But
right.
So it's meant to come out in that scheduled order. So
yeah.
That's crazy. I thought it was just like another mismatch kind of deal, but there you go. I guess it makes sense there. But I guess like I'm still a little frustrated. Like they could have very much so either extended the time frame or made it double stam, double drops, like and then double points, pretty much.
Yeah, double stamina would have been nice. Yeah, for sure. That would have been really nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad the event's over.
Oh, 100%. But imagine the audacity of them not posting the full boosted list as well. Like, I can't believe that. They had the gall to be like, only 4 units are boosted.
When we saw the boosted list and everyone was complaining, we did let the right people know about that. And it was confirmed later, apparently, that it was always planned to be like Japan. But they just forgot to put the list in properly.
But that's crazy. Because you get such bad press though, right?
Yeah, it was a huge mistake.
You get such bad press from it because everyone was, bro. If you saw like, I'm sure people in the subreddit Discords or on like the SNSs, everyone was bugging. Everyone was losing their mind over this issue.
And in that sense, I almost don't blame him, right? Because after we did get the full boosted list, it was still really insanely hard to try and get
doing it without
all
the
of those
boosted
points.
list.
Imagine, exactly.
Yeah. No one would have done it. Like, because I think what people were saying were like, I think Solaris might have said it. I might be wrong here. I think it was like maybe minimum, and with his stamina too, he's like pirate level like 1,000 and something as well.
He's like 1,100.
Yeah.
I think.
So like he was like, oh, minimum 300 runs, which is like, is gonna be like. That's a lot of bars of stam,
No, thank you.
That's 300 runs just to get 30, 60 gems. In itself, great, but at the same time, like, that's your sanity just going in the bin. 300 runs. Wild. It's not worth it at that point.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all.
Yep.
I didn't finish the event. I didn't even get halfway through it. I lost my time with that event was just like lost. I remember I logged in and I went to play it and I was just like, oh shit, it's gone.
Wait, you didn't?
I was kind of surprised that it wasn't up until Akainu versus Ace
That's
came
my
out.
issue. What's the point? Like we have this again, the issue that I keep having with this game is the scheduling problems. Like have it run from literally the day it releases until Ace Akainu Banner's release. That way people have such a larger period of time. I guess the reason why they didn't do it was because Ace Akainu release also has a point farming event as well. So maybe they wanted to have like that gap in between where people could like relax a little bit before the next one.
It's a day. It's not even that crazy to be honest.
You don't like copy paste?
Bro,
true.
Get with the program.
Get with the program. Hey, I'm the advocate of Control-C, Control-V. Thank you very much. But
true.
They did that and they still screwed up the boosted list initially.
Dude, that's so scary. Like imagine them in the office, like looking at the subreddit and be like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, I get that they did say at some point that it was always planned, but I feel like we shouldn't even get to that point. Like it should just be like, boom, here's the list. That's it.
Like the thing is, that's what I don't understand. How do you copy paste but still make a mistake?
Yeah, right.
Like I don't get it. Like
it's
I don't know.
We don't understand these things.
All right, let's talk about something interesting. Enough down talk.
Wait, are you saying that the Warlord event? Are you saying that the Warlord event wasn't interesting?
Look, the Warlord event was my favorite event of the year so far. All right, don't get it twisted. It was more enjoyable than Anniversary. Anyway,
imagine not pulling on it.
Yeah, bro, I did 300 multis. Duh. Like, that's why I'm not. I'm lying to you
You
guys.
still didn't get the boosters.
Yeah, I didn't get any. That's why it still took me 600 runs. Duh. Like that's why I told you guys I'm actually not pulling on Ace Akainu because I have no money. That's why I'm taking the podcast money so I can pull on Ace Akainu. Come on, guys. All right, Legend King, Legend Queen, out of nowhere. Twitter, the JP Twitter was like, "What's up?"
That was crazy.
Legend King, Legend Queen. Oh boy, we're here. We're live. Legend King, Legend Queen. They are releasing to the JP version.
As recording, it'll be tomorrow.
Yes, so it'll definitely be out by the time this episode releases. Then for sure. Yes. But with them as well. Shout out to Mask and Warlord. We have Legend King, Legend Queen. We also have a Kanjuro, an Orochi, and then a farmable. What's that guy's name? Denjiro. That's it. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Wow. All right. We're here. We have some kind of cracking units. Shout out my guy Koala-san, as per usual with the translations. Legend King is a driven powerhouse, quick super type legend. That's a mouthful. His captain ability, we'll do captain and special and super type all in one, and then we'll do Fire Rumble stuff in its. Itself. Okay. So captain ability, quick, driven, and powerhouse characters attack 5x, HP by 1.2. Crew will treat quick and int orbs as beneficial. When the crew gets an attack buff, trigger his special at the start of the following turn. This is maximum times 2 times per adventure. Will not reduce his own cooldown when triggered by captain effect. Okay. When the turn, when the special is used, do 500x character's attack in quick damage to all enemies at the end of the turn. His special cuts 20% HP of all enemies, -1 cooldown for the crew. For 1 turn, boosts the orbs of quick driven and powerhouse characters by 2.5x after 1 turn has passed. 1.1 to the chain. His super type is when the crew gets an attack buff, so I believe that's a new super type condition.
No, not really.
Is there something like that before already?
V3 Boa, whenever you get a healing buff.
You're 100% right, yep. And then your super type special is 75 times character attack and typeless damage to all enemies and changes all orbs to quick.
Right. This unit's pretty good.
It's very powerful.
Very driven.
Very driven and quick and powerhouse. I think we're in the meta of 5x captains. I think it's now we're plateauing. Because
I love these types of units, man.
Oh, I agree. I think the super type but boost 2 classes is fantastic.
Yes, I love it. You know, we saw the anniversary legends with it. We saw the treasure map Sanji with it as well.
Yep.
And now King and Queen, man. I mean, these units are so good.
HP boost as well. Always a welcome thing.
Beneficial slots.
Quick and int beneficial slots.
I love the way that he works with his captain effect of triggering his special. I mean, we'll go through it when we get to Queen, but these units are meant to be used together for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
You can do.
I love that. Those are some of my favorite things about One Piece Treasure Cruise is using 2 different captains, and I love that they built these to be working together.
Hell yeah. It's so good. The combos you can do, because this guy with his special giving you a 2.5 orb boost to not only quick units, but also driven and powerhouse. And we already know how good quick, driven, and powerhouse are together. We've seen that over the last few months, so that's dope. But then also after 1 turn has passed, getting a 1.1 chain boost. That's really good. Buffs that last over multiple turns, so the clock buff is always pretty OP.
That one is really good. Like 1.1 of the chain is a lot of chain boost.
Works well with Queen as we get to later as well.
Works well with Sugar. Shout out Sugar again, getting dubs.
That's a very good point.
Shout out Bullet, my guy, once again.
Oh my god, Bullet stay winning, dude.
Bullet is the most goated legend. That's my favorite legend in the game.
Bullet stay winning.
But so we're seeing this thing again where it's maximum 2 times per adventure. That was the same as the Whitebeard that Global is actually farming right now in terms of being able to use the special or whatever it is.
In a way, times. Because I'm pretty sure that the triggering special with his captain effect is it means his captain effect can trigger the special only twice, not just you can only use the
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes a lot more sense then. Yeah.
So I mean, it's still like really good because it means that the effect of having like king and queen together, being able to like you just launch each of their specials once, and then basically you get like 3 turns of all these buffs over like 3 different stages, which is pretty sick.
I think that was my biggest question is if it's on cooldown, does it still activate anyways?
Yes.
Yep.
So as soon as you
Yeah, so that's
activate,
amazing.
so with king it's what, an attack boost, right?
Yeah. So when there's attack boost, it triggers his special at the start of the
so
following
if
turn.
you use an attack boosting special and then you pass the turn, and then the next turn after that, he's going to automatically trigger no matter what.
So then he'll give an orb boost.
Yep.
And then the following turn after that, he'll give a chain boost. So like you can really do a lot. Like these units, you can really cycle over multiple stages and get a lot of buffs and such.
And like there's just I like the captain effect of King a lot better because of him boosting quick, which is just better than Dex.
Also,
Queen,
the fact that he does 500x attack and quick damage to all enemies
oh,
in
yeah,
the turn is very underrated. I actually don't know yet, but I feel like that's
over 1 million damage.
Yeah, which is that's Kato levels. I mean, Kato's every turn, but like,
yeah,
that's a lot of damage every turn though.
Yeah, and it gets around resilience buffs. Even if like you just miss out on killing an enemy, like an extra million at the end of the turn, it's like that can help.
I think that's the big part. Is like when you run King, you don't need a resilience reducer. You don't need you have like assurance that you're gonna be able to like clear for sure. Also, King's 5-star art is better than his 6-star art. Don't at me.
And like, oh shit, I was gonna say something. I forgot.
Yep.
Shit, I forgot. Don't worry. Right. Oh, the super type.
Yeah,
the super
it's
type,
good.
right?
It's good.
Like it's fine. They could have done something else. Oh, the thing I remember what I was gonna say. The fact that this unit does so much with his own kit, as well as Queen, which we'll get to later, means that like you could use these 2 dedicated units as like your damage boosters, and you don't really need much else. Like you like literally fill the rest of the team with like your utility that you need in order to get around the content.
Totally agree.
And like, so there's so much room for activities.
No, I totally agree. I think it's. What
do we talk about the support?
No, not yet. Haha. So he himself, his sailor ability, he completely counters special rewind, which was great. And if he makes all quick orbs beneficial, which is great. He has crit, barrier pen, and was that sailor despair or whatever? Sailor effect.
Fear resistance.
Fear resistance. That's it. His support. Once during the adventure, when the support character triggers a special that does HP cut or direct damage for 1 turn, he boosts orbs of powerhouse characters by 1.75. That's cooked. That's so good.
That is ridiculously good.
That's so powerful.
Attaching to Kaido, Queen, and Jack, which like pretty much all those units have damaging specials.
V2 Kaido is now like so much better.
He gets better and better with every batch that comes out.
Exactly what I mean. Like V2 Kaido is so much better now with like this King and Queen release. Like so much better.
I mean, Legend Jack does a health cut as well.
Exactly.
V1 Kaido versus Big Mom.
Yep.
So good.
Easy money. All right. Pirate Rumble abilities. So this is a level. This is at a CT of 30. So your special is 6 times character attack and damage to 1 enemy to enemies in a large range. Level 3 continuous damage debuff. Level 7 attack down. 15 seconds. And then his Pirate Rumble ability is Quick Allies level 7, Attacker level 3 speed up. And then his resistances is immune to movement seal. And then he reduces incoming strength damage by 30%.
Okay.
Pretty good. I don't think he's meta. I don't think he really pushes himself too far into the quick team, I don't think.
Yeah, like I wouldn't use him over a lot of other characters on the quick team because the quick team's already hard to get in, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's already hard to fit people in the quick team.
I do think his ability though, like his Pirate Rumble ability is really strong. Level 7 attacker, level 3 speed up is like very powerful. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like the special that much. I guess though, if you comboed him with like Luffy and Magellan for the haste ability.
Oh yeah, that could be kind of.
So you could start 6xing against a bunch of just like, a bunch of characters.
I would have preferred if it was like 3x to 2 enemies.
Yeah, I was like at least like 3x to 3 else like that. I mean,
yeah, that would have been a lot better. But still good. Like
I mean, it's fine. It's a solid kit. But Quick is already like very strong in itself, so to kind of fit into Quick would be challenging.
His passive is like not very defensive based, so you have to be really careful. It's just attack and speed. I mean, he himself is going to be hitting super hard. I mean, 6 times attack, and he already starts with level 7 attack. And if you're already partnering up with like Queen, like the Treasure Map Queen, or like V2 Kaido versus Akainu, Rumble Shiryu, this unit would hit very hard.
Oh yeah, big time.
Good unit.
I heard this. I haven't watched the video, so I don't know for sure. But I heard someone said that when you use their special, they turn to their devil fruit form. Is that true?
They do.
And they stay like that?
I don't know. I know that it will last for a couple of turns. I don't know how long it lasts for though. But yeah, they start off in their like base form, and then once their specials launch, they transform into their zone form.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
I rate that. Like, that's kind of tight.
Kind of like V1 Kaido, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. It's kind of funny how King and Queen are 5x, and then you got my man Jack like a 3x.
I was hoping for 6+ Jack, but no, we're not getting that. We're getting someone else this month.
Sugar. No.
Have you seen who we're getting?
Yeah, no, that's why I said Sugar.
All right.
All right, I'm stupid. Yeah, that'd be funny.
All right.
Queen.
Queen is a Dex-driven powerhouse super type unit. Same limit break abilities. Wait, why does it say Quick here for?
Yeah, I know that's a mistake. This is copy pasted from the Discord. Yeah, it's
bunch of jabronis out here.
That is incorrect.
So he is a Dex-driven powerhouse. Attack by 5x, HP 1.2. Quick will treat. Crew will treat Dex and Psi orbs as beneficial when the crew gets an orb boost buff. Trigger his special at the start of the following turn. So essentially the same thing, and then it will trigger his special. And then when the special is activated, it is used. 500x carries attack and Dex damage to all enemies at the end of the turn. His special is HP 20% HP cut to all enemies, -1 cooldown of the crew. For 1 turn, boost the attack of Dex-driven and powerhouse characters by 2.5x. When hitting 3 perfects the following turn, on the following turn, start the chain at 2.5x with a max of 35x. Super type, when the crew gets an orb boost, 75x attack and type damage to all enemies and changes all orbs into Dex. His support ability is once during the adventure when the support character triggers a special that does HP card direct damage. For 1 turn, he boosts the attack of powerhouse characters by 1.75x. Jesus Christ. All right, Queen. Thoughts?
Bruh. Like...
He's the legend Dex needed.
This is so good, man. Like, having these two together, right? Because you can just launch both their specials on turn 1 or whenever you can get them. And then, because you've activated both an attack and an orb boost, you proc their super type. You also will mean that it automatically launches their specials in the next room. So, as soon as you launch their special, for the next, like, 2 to 3 turns after that, you're getting, like, all these buffs again and again and again. It's pretty insane. Plus, you have two super types, right? Both of which can give you a full board of slots. It doesn't get around block orbs, but, you know, just bring a unit that can get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, with the hybrid of these two, you have Queen, which is giving Dex side beneficial. King is Quick Int beneficial, and then you can run like Zunisha to make Recovery Tandem beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just missing Strength. So you can have like
there's somebody out there that have Strength Orb as beneficial for the crew.
Maybe,
and their Sailor ability.
But even still, you know,
even then, exactly,
natural orbs is matching. Like that's good enough. And 5x captains, not lots of health, but decent health.
Mm-hmm.
What more could you ask for, really? Like this combination is so deadly.
They're very strong, and as we're very privy to now, 5x captains are very powerful.
Are they?
Yeah, surprising.
Damn,
there's a guy. If you ever heard his name, he said his name's old YouTuber Nitemare JP. He once said that you guys will realize how strong 5x captains are when you get Kaido versus Big Mom. And oh boy, 5x captain is very powerful. So these boys are going to be doing a lot of damage.
Hey, Roger was ahead of his time.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing I wish with King and Queen is that they actually had each other special, because King doesn't work with Smoker, and then Queen doesn't work with the Kid super type.
Wait, which way? I'm confused.
So like,
how Smoker works
because Smoker is an attack booster on his special, so he
Oh,
won't
yeah.
activate King, and then
Well, Smoker's the
Kid
orb
is an
booster as
orb
well.
booster. Oh, he is
Smoker
right.
does
Yeah,
both.
because he does both. You're right. I forgot about that. Nice.
I think on first activation he's an attack booster, right? But if you've got an attack boost, he activates an orb boost instead. I'm pretty sure.
So you could activate
Yeah.
King first, and then
use Smoker,
and then pop Queen's super type.
Oh, as well, you can
sorry,
use Smoker
King
support on King as well.
That's also really good. I was about to say, like, that's a good shout as 100% as well. So
I was gonna say
yeah, that's
quick,
super sick.
quick little mini hot take.
Oh, here we go.
I do like that they work so well together. However, I always prefer when it's like simultaneous Legends release, when both of them are quite different from each other, to give like a different play style. But the way that they did it, they usually don't release characters like that, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, I kind of agree as well. I definitely think these two are really good. Like, we'll get into a little bit more, but I think they're really, really good Legends. But at the same time, it's like, obviously they're made for each other because of the anime and blah 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 blah. But I guess it's more so a situation of, like, I highly doubt that you're gonna be running both of these guys as captains at the same time.
It's gonna be unless if you own both of them, it's hard to find the other one as a friend captain.
Exactly.
So unless if they update the friend system in some way, then I'm totally down for batches like this.
Because
these Legends were made for Etsy.
That's an insight. No one's gonna get that except the four of us. That's about it. But no, like, on the real though, like, I think they're really cool. But I agree with you, Flame. Like, they're really pushing you to say, hey, if you get King, make sure you use Queen as a friend captain, like vice versa. But I think it's very challenging to have, like Todd said, even if you don't own both, it's gonna be very hard to find a friend. And then even then, obviously friends will appear during the current event, but then once this event leaves,
right,
it's gonna be near impossible to find a friend captain that has the other character. And then again, hybrid teams sometimes are very challenging to maintain and keep up, although they can be fun at times. Like, for efficiency's sake, if you really want to break it down, then
these characters are still going to be really good as subs moving forward too.
Oh yeah, big time. All right,
yeah.
Queen's Pite Rumble kit though.
Okay.
He is on a 30 turn CT. Actually, the CTs are kind of high. Thinking about it for a second. 5,000 fixed damage to one enemy. To enemies in large range, he inflicts 50% chance to inflict movement seal for 5 seconds. Level 7 speed down for 15 seconds. His ability is 7...
Holy.
Level 7 HP up, level 3 defense up. And then he's immune to movement seal and reduces incoming quick damage. He will be very good for Dex defense teams.
Yeah, him and Law. Oh my god.
Very good with it, like, very good. Especially because that counter ability too.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
It's such a shame. His special so lame.
Yeah, his special's kind of bad.
Yeah, especially the 30 CT. Like, ugh.
30 CT for 5k fixed damage to one enemy is not cool. Like, especially because, like, 5k isn't enough to kill. Like, I don't think so.
The thing about it is, as well, is like he does like the large range of 50% chance of movement seal. Like, that's not that useful.
Like,
at least if it hits, they should make it last longer. Like, instead of 5 seconds, like, that's nothing.
If
it's gonna be that low of a chance, it should be like at least 10 seconds minimum.
It should have just been like similar to Halloween Law. Halloween Law is like, what, 85% chance or whatever, or like, I don't know.
Let me pull him up real quick.
I think Halloween Law is like 85% chance to special seal or something like that. Like, it should have been
like that.
Yeah, because he does special seal. Halloween Shanks does action bind.
That's it. But like, it should have been like an 85% chance to inflict movement seal. It should have been like an almost guaranteed. I feel like if I'm waiting 30 seconds into a match for a coin flip to inflict movement seal, I don't think that's
So Shanks is on a 30 CT, and he targets large frontal range for 2 times attack, and then targets 4 enemies for 70% chance of action bind for 6 seconds.
That's good.
And that's yeah, like Halloween Shanks' special is just straight up better.
I would say.
But then again, he doesn't click speed down. Like speed down isn't like that important, I feel.
I don't think speed is as important as people kind of made it out to be at the
like
very
defense
start.
down or attack down would be pretty.
If that was like,
would be really good on defense.
Yeah, if that was like 7 turns of defense down or 7 turns of attack down, I think it would be talking kind of different. But it should have just been level 7 speed down, like permanent, not up for only 15 seconds.
That would have been not too bad, actually.
Yeah, like that would have been way better, because then you would have had this like recurring speed down kind of thing where like you'd just be attacking so constantly. But I don't know.
And like Halloween Law, I just looked him up. He's on a 25 CT and he targets all enemies for 100%.
There you go, it's 100%. That's cooked. That's so cooked. That's so cooked. Like 8 seconds special bind could save you or win you a match easily. Right. But 50% chance.
A lot of characters resist special bind these days, though.
But then again, I guess you can they're not really made to be PvP legends. But at the same time, nowadays it's very important to factor that kind of stuff into when considering how good a legend is, though.
Yeah.
On that note, Queen or King, who you taking?
That's the thing. I don't know.
I'm gonna start with Knight. Who would you prefer, King or Queen?
What does Queen do again? Is he a orchestra? No.
Man is actually asleep right now. Queen is a attack booster for Dex driven and powerhouse by 2.5x. Then after 3 perfects, he does the chain boosting thing that like Warlord does, or like that Raid Croc does, where it's like 2.5x start.
I mean, I guess personally, I would have probably went for Queen just because, like, I mean, like, I wouldn't want him for the attack boost per se, because I would be using Anni Law for that.
I agree.
Since he's 75. But I would want him for the higher. I mean, well, you can't. I mean, I guess you could use a chain booster with that. With the Queen, because he does have like the Water
the chain limit thing, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if like Croc is just better, because Croc has like the support, so you don't have to like bring an extra sub. But I probably would just use Queen, maybe. I don't know. I think he'd probably be a little better, just because like Quick's kind of like oversaturated with stuff.
That's true. That's 100% true. Gary.
I think I go Queen, but for completely different reasons. I just think he looks ridiculous, and that's my favorite thing about One Piece and One Piece Treasure Cruise is collecting all of the ridiculous looking characters. So I think Queen for me.
Okay, Todd.
Oh, look, I like King a lot more, but like, I don't know, because I feel like just the quick-driven powerhouse and the synergy between that, I feel I like a lot more. But the thing is Queen's still boost-driven powerhouse. That's still really good, and I don't know which one, honestly. I want to have. I like the support of Queen better for sure. I think Queen in PvP will be a little bit more useful, as he can be used on defense, whereas like King in PvP, he's usable, but you're probably not gonna be using him that much. Man, because one's all boosted, one's chain. I think Queen is better. I think he's more valuable to have.
Flame,
but both are very good.
Who you got?
I think Queen's definitely a bit more valuable, but I'd rather have King, because despite Queen being a little bit more unique, despite Queen being a little bit more unique, I could definitely see myself using King more, because I'll be using those colors and those classes a lot more often. Even though they're the same class, but I'll probably be running Quick a lot more than I will be Dex, to be honest.
That's kind of how I was feeling.
Like Todd said earlier, there'll also be really great subs as well. So I would much rather have probably be using King on the low.
Like that's how I feel. I feel like Quick is just so good. So like having King is just like another like tool in that toolbox. But I think because Dex
like in a
is
couple
still
months, I mean Dex is definitely starting to come back a bit,
100%.
but they still need like a little while to like they're like at least like on a decent level where I'm not like kind of going all over the place to use them. So like in a few months down the line, when Dex gets a couple more legends and more rare recruits and stuff, yeah, Queen will definitely be a prime suspect on the team.
I agree.
Here's something though.
No.
What if you take King, but you make him int?
Shit, they should have just made Queen int.
Yeah, if they made Queen int, it's over.
Int unit.
Like anything, if anything becomes in, it's over.
Oh wait, I thought Queen was already in because Dex doesn't exist, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's right. Dex doesn't exist. You're 100% right. All right. So alongside with it, as we said, we got a rare recruit Conjuro. Anything special with Conjuro?
Yeah, bro, he's on like a 25 turn cooldown at max special.
You see that shit? Why? Stage 2, 24 turn cooldown.
Is it because you?
Go for it.
Oh no! So, like just quickly, I feel like they probably made his cooldown like really high because if you use them under the 2 captains and they consistently launching their specials, you're getting minus cooldown because of that.
They only removed 1 turn of cooldown in their special, and he has 24 turns of cooldown.
Yeah, but like you're getting his special. If you're using double King and Queen, you're getting like
that's 1, too many
2, 3,
turns.
4, 5, 6 additional 6 turns of cooldown. It's still pretty high.
Yeah, so like 18.
to be fair though, his stage 2 special is just like extra. His stage 1 special is really all you need. I don't know why they did this. They could have just made they could have averaged it out and made it like 6 turns of chain coefficient reduction.
Damn, I personally like it.
You like it?
No,
I was like, bro, what the fuck?
The artwork is great.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
one thing I will admit about this Conjuro, why the hell is he not Dex?
I don't know.
He would be so good if he was Dex. He'd work with the old school super type kid. Because he changes the bomb orbs.
I feel that. But like
either way,
I'm just frustrated that stage 4, 24 turns is changes all orbs. Stage 1, 12 turns is changes adjacent orbs. Like what?
I don't understand it. Like, is there something else coming out later that's gonna help reduce cooldowns or something? Like, I don't get it.
That's a very.
There's gonna be a character. Legend Baby 5's gonna reduce
your
turn by 10. He reduces by 10.
Like,
you know how crazy that would be?
Bro, it's the best unit in the fucking game. Are you kidding me? Like, arbitrarily though, what would you get? You'd get what? 2 turns from sockets, 1 turn from the ship, so that's 3. What else do you get? You don't get anything from their captain abilities. Right.
But you get, like, what? Cooldown ship. Their captain ability doesn't remove it, unfortunately.
That's what I mean. So, like, if in their captain ability it, like, said reduce cooldown by, like, 2 turns, then at least he'd be down. He'd already have his stage 1 special almost active. But you need to use their special, like, 6, 7 times. Each of them. Like, just to get to 24 turns.
Conjuro is going to be that one unit on the boosted event where you just don't have a special and you got to stall on a turtle.
You have to stall 16 turns in a turtle just to get his special.
Everybody's going to come max special first turn. Conjuro's going to have like
10 wait. Orochi's the same shit.
Yep.
No, my days, bro.
I didn't see him.
I didn't see that either. What the hell?
Oh my god.
So one of them removes chain coefficient. One of them removes burn.
Ooh,
wait, Orochi's
amazing.
Orochi's a 2x affinity booster for driven and shooter characters. What the?
I suppose if you leave them both in the middle row, you can get a full board of orbs. It's stupid.
I guess that that's what you kind of have to do, because I don't see a situation where you're gonna be stalling for the 24 turns, because there are already characters that do a 2.25 times orb boost, so affinity boost for less turns of stalling, and then Kandra was a 1.1 to the chain. King literally does that in the following turn.
Man, this batch sucks.
Yeah, these rare recruits are dookie. What the hell? These rare recruits
don't even have good supports.
The next Blitz battle, you have to stall.
You have to stall 24 turns.
Oh my god.
No cooldown reduction for the boosted rare recruits. You have to stall.
All right, I don't really get it. These units don't make sense.
At least Dendro's... What is Dendro?
He's free to play.
He's free to play.
Let's go. Good free to play. Free to play VS is back.
Double special activation.
On 28 turns.
That would be funny.
God. Bro, there's no way.
Starts at like
bring back 32 turns like the raids.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Let's go.
20 plus skill ups.
This time. All right, that's the batch. All right, as we usually do, we score them out of 10. King and Queen.
Solo, I give them 8.5. Together, 10.
Correct. Flame, Knight, Gary. What are your scores for King and Queen?
I think I agree 100%. I think that's totally correct.
Flame, Knight.
I'm feeling a hot 9.
9.
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe.
Knight.
They're really good.
I give them a king and a queen.
Out of 10.
2 good pieces in chess right there, you know.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think it's a skippable banner. It's like an 8. It's like an 8.5 for me as well, individually.
It is a skippable banner, but I'm not skipping it.
I'm skipping it.
Easily.
Yeah,
I mean,
easily.
You don't want to pull Kandra?
Bro, wait a minute. I forgot. Kandra is so good. Let me do 25. Let me do 30 multi. Oh, by the way, the banner, if we haven't mentioned it, shout out, I don't know why, but 30 multis, 1,500 gems, no discounts.
Yeah, imagine playing JP.
Knight is out of there. They do have they do have gem sales though. Actually pretty decent. They have a 260 gem pack coming up for this event.
Gems?
What?
Holy crap.
For $100. 10,000 yen, bro. There's no way.
That's a good gem pack.
I'm moving to JP. See you all later.
No, you're not.
Absolutely not. Unless, hey, Knight, slime your account real quick, man. It's time.
Gems are so much cheaper on Japan. Holy shit.
Ridiculously cheaper too. So, all right, skippable banner, really good legends. I guess that's the crux of the story there. Nonetheless, on to everyone's favorite segment. In other news, Pirate Alliance ranking was available for 56 Mugiwara 56 Brook. So I guess that kind of proves that there will be a Pirate Alliance ranking for every Kizna. However, Brook did not have Super Boss. And I think
I actually wanted to comment on that.
Yeah, go for it.
I thought it was kind of stupid that there wasn't a Super Boss, because there is nothing else for the Pirate Alliances to do when there isn't a Super Boss.
There was different rankings though. Like they removed one of them or 2 of them. I think there was like no, there was no individual ranking. I think there were. I don't know, but like I think they've removed some of them. There was only like Pirate Alliance ranking itself or something like that. But it's a very weird choice. But at least it's kind of, at least for the most part, it's kind of confirmed that from now on, every Pirate Alliance, every Kizuna will be some form of Pirate Alliance Kizuna.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to add something for the alliances to do outside of that, because when that comes around and there's nothing to do, it's just unfortunate.
Here you go. Individual and alliance ranking was not available, so it was only your whole Pirate Alliance against other Pirate Alliance ranking. So I guess it's okay, but
that's not too bad then.
Yeah,
it could be better.
Less pressure, I guess, than on people to go kind of brazy. But at the same time, I think it's good. I agree with Flame. But I think that if they're going to introduce this whole Pirate Alliance thing, they have to start making at least more content around it or have something better for it. Because they've had this whole bounty system. And I recall, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I recall them saying the bounty system was going to be like a way to level up your Pirate Alliance, something like that. Or there was going to be like a Pirate Alliance level, but it was meant to come out in the next update, and we haven't got it yet, so I'm kind of concerned. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not even like asking for something big, just like something small, like just like something like you can log in, do daily for your alliance.
Yep. So hopefully the leveling system comes some sort of update or upgrade to the Pirate Alliance thing. For sure. We have a new TM silhouette on JP. I think the consensus will be Kaido in dragon form.
Yep.
Seems pretty.
I think it's Baby 5.
All right, it's Baby 5.
Baby 5 on Kaido.
It's Jigglypuff from the top. It's Jigglypuff from the top. So it's Baby 5 is the next TM legend. As we kind of alluded to a little bit earlier, the World Top 100 login plus banner is out on both versions of the game. Pretty good. The banner is kind of mediocre. Don't pull in it. Especially now that King and Queen have released. Don't pull in it if you're a JP player. Unless you're missing... no, there's no... there's no...
No, don't pull on it at all. I'll tell you. Don't.
And then
I will hunt you down.
Oh shit, bro! Goddamn, bro! Retired knight has a new day job. You know?
I will hunt you down.
And then there's also a new metal shop on Global, and it is horrendous. Actually, it's not
Snake Man,
horrendous.
though.
Snake Man is kind of tough.
I'm actually hyped for it
You're
because I
in?
don't have Snake Man. I've been missing
Oh
him.
shit!
Ooh,
This is your
I'm
moment.
like so excited to finally get my Snake Man.
It's your moment. Smoker, Snake Man for 400 medals. Nami, Inuneko, Shiki, and V1 Katakuri for 2. I swear V1 Katakuri was 150 one time. I could have sworn they did that. Then 150 is Cavendish, Barto, Doflamingo, Boa, and V1 Whitebeard.
Ooh,
Okay.
Whitebeard.
Even though V1 Whitebeard was one of the available legends in the Ace Akainu banner. So clearly they didn't think about this too much when it came to, making them together. But
Absolutely not.
that's pretty good still. I think it's not bad. I think obviously the standout there is V1 Cavendish. If you haven't got him yet, by all means, no, I'm joking. It's Snake Man.
Actually, something about Cavendish as well is that his support
Is
can be
good.
used on the new King and Queen teams to proc the super types of both of them.
Correct. Which is actually kind of crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
what's
There you
up?
go.
But
Actually, because of that support, it actually means that on the following turn of that support activation, you get both the specials launched.
Bro, Todd Big Brain, what the hell? What happened to you, Todd? You got smart or something like that? The
Oh
hell,
yeah,
man?
I've always been smart. Just
pretty
I
dumb, eh? But yeah, no, Snake Man, like Gary said, big shout. If you haven't got Snake Man, do yourself a favor. Pick up Snake Man, 400 medals.
yeah, he's
well
definitely
worth
worth picking up. He's insane.
I didn't think of this at the time, but I have a question for Gary.
Oh shit! All right,
what's
well,
up?
let's get into everyone's favorite segment.
I have a feeling.
Let's get into
yeah.
everyone's favorite segment after their favorite segment. It is the Q&A. As per usual, you can send us in questions via Twitter at GGP Podcast or via our YouTube community tab. We'll start with Knight. Knight has a question for Gary. By all means, ask away, Knight.
All right, G-Man.
Oh shit, we homies now. G-Man, what's up?
All right, man. So this is a question that comes from the heart, I guess. But we have cookies or donuts.
Oh yeah, the debate. The
burgers or pizza.
Yeah, these are the two legendary debates in the GGP
dude.
podcast.
All right, I think anybody that chooses burgers over pizza is wilding. Like
Thank
That's
you.
wild.
Thank
pizza
you.
100% because
Thank you.
there is so many more like options you can do with pizza. You can have like dessert pizza. You can have
I don't know about
pepperoni pizza, cheese
Hey,
pizza.
Knight, go eat your dessert burger, Knight. Get out of here.
Can you stack a pizza? No.
But,
you can
Stack-
stack burgers. You
I
can
can
have.
say, hey, bring me 2 pizzas right now. I'll stack them up.
It was a pizza sandwich, bro.
Yeah, I'll
Come
stack
on.
2
Dude,
slices. What's poppin'?
Oh, bro.
I can order a hamburger pizza from Domino's.
Oh,
right now,
let
man.
him know, Gary.
Oh.
Let him know. What's up?
Okay.
Man got the
But it
facts.
doesn't have buns, though. It doesn't have cheeks. I'm talking my stuff.
What you mean? No got cheese?
I was so Not ordering his pizza. He's like, hold the cheese. I'm gonna leave that for my burger.
No cheese, no sauce.
No cheese. No
I
sauce.
didn't say cheese. I said cheeks.
Yeah, no cheese.
Oh my god.
Bro, we got the crust though. That filled crust. Ooh, that shit in.
You guys are just crusty. You need.
Wait.
I just had donuts this morning, so I'm a hard donut guy.
Let's go.
All right.
Gary
knows
donut.
You're not G-Man anymore.
Fuck
Nah,
not.
he's G-Man.
G-Man is
Nah.
G-Man on the pod full time.
No, sir.
Knight's been kicked off. See you later, buddy. Get out of here. Gary fits right in with the regime. Perfect. All right, what? G-Man, what's up? How you doing, G-Man?
There we go.
Let's go. W season, baby. Only Knight taking L's out here. Get out of here, stinky man. Go eat your toasted buns.
I feel so bad now, man. I didn't know you were cookies and burgers at the same time.
Yeah, that's the funniest part about it, is that somehow the three of us had agreed with each other, like just out of nowhere, and then Knight was just the opposite for both. So, who knows? All right, G-Man. All right. Questions. From at 3day2y, shout out my guy. He says, hey guys, love you all on GGP. I've got an interesting one. He had 2 questions, by the way, is Jabroni. How do you feel about free-to-play versus units? I thought about Dory versus Broggy and how cool that would be, but I don't know if people want them as legends. What do you guys think? Do you think versus free-to-play units will ever exist?
That's a good one. That if anything's going to be a free-to-play versus unit, that would be a good one.
I want them as a legend. Fuck it. That'd be tight. Are you kidding me? Broggy and Dory as a versus legend would be sick. Imagine pulling up 5.5 ex-captain Dory. What's up, man? Like, hey.
Dory's just going to be killing out Roger now.
That's what I'm saying. New meta, Dory. I think it's a good
feel
shout.
like
Go for it.
Realistically, if they were going to do the versus units for free, they would have done it like right as they released Big Mom Kaido, and they would have done like Luffy Buggy or something random from like the early episodes that you never touch like after using them that one time.
Event, yep.
But I do like the idea of free-to-play versus units because they add so many more layers to the free-to-play units that we're not getting currently. Because right now, we're in this weird spot of the game that we didn't used to be in, where it feels like you farm the free-to-play unit to use it just a couple of times over the next, like, month or 2 of content, and then you never touch it again. Whereas before, it was like, the V1, like, Raid Dofi was used for so long. You know what I mean? And, like,
right.
The Mihawk was used for so long, and like all of those old ones were used for so long, whereas now it just feels like there's only a couple of those standout ones, whereas all the other ones are just like completely use them like once or twice and then you never touch them again.
You can tell this man has the Google Doc open. This man did his research. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. We have free-to-play dual units. We have a free-to-play super type unit.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, I could see it at some point.
I just think, like, at the moment, because there's so few versus, like, legends, like, I doubt it's gonna, like, happen, like, soon. Like, I feel like once, maybe, if they start, like, pumping out, like, more versus legends, then I feel like there's more of a chance, but...
It's gonna be like when Luffy and Law came out. We're gonna get an entire versus.
Yeah, exactly right.
All versus rare recruits.
Dude, if you do versus rare recruits, don't do versus rare recruits. You kidding me? Actually, hey, we could have had Kanjuro and in the same rare recruit. Yeah, but no, I think that's a very good shout, 100%. What about? Do you think it's a possibility? No. Yes. Todd.
Yeah.
Not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I think it's quite possible, but I think it's a good point. Like, I feel like when they first introduced versus units, they probably should have done a free-to-play one as well, so the people that don't get access to the unit can still like try the mechanic out. But it's quite possible. We're gonna get a free-to-play versus unit when dual units get a 6+.
So never.
I feel like moving forward, if they were gonna do it, it would probably be like the main Kizuna unit for like a Kizuna down the road.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Doria
Yeah,
Broggy Kizuna, I'm in. Do it. I'm so down.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And then his next part of the question, another one I just came up with is: do you think they'd ever make a system to give legends with no 6+ yet have super typing when they evolve, or the same idea, have items to farm to give said legend a super type? They don't have to be broken, just well rounded. So, do you think that legends that don't have a 6+ now, there could be a system to give legends a super typing, or just in general? Do you think there could be a system to give old legends super type abilities?
Nah. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think it'd be kind of hard because that's a lot more effort. Plus, like, some legends with super type. Imagine Dex Kaido pull up with the super type as well. He's over. like some of those legends would be very powerful, irrespective of them being like the super type ability being broken or not.
Yeah, I don't see that being a thing, unfortunately. But there are a bunch of characters that deserve a 6+ still that potentially with a 6+
Go Flamingo, hurry up!
That would be cool, dude. Imagine Doflamingo super type that like allows specials to bypass barriers for one.
It's over,
dude. That would be so good.
It's over.
It's like V1 law special, but in his super type. Oh, so good.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a good shout though. Like if there was anything for a next step. Like the ability, because there's like obviously like there's like 100+ legends that don't have a super type ability. So I feel like if they were to theoretically look at a next step of evolving or upgrading older units, giving like imagine like you give like V1 White be like a super type ability, like it makes him a little like it would make him a lot better. Obviously, probably not like meta shifting or like the go-to character, but at least make him a lot more viable to be used.
Yeah, I agree. All
right, Gary, bring out the notes. What did you have written down for this one?
I mean, I think Toad said it best. Like, just realistically, I feel like just tacking on a super type for any of the old legends doesn't necessarily like fix that legend. You would just have to change it completely the way that it works. Mm-hmm. I do think that Dofi one would be super sick, though.
Just do that with his 6+. Oh wait, 6+ aren't that good. Oh wait, German 6+ is really good. Oh, I forgot. I should have said this in other news. The next super type, so the next super evolution 6+ character should be Dex Sabo. In theory.
Yep.
As he is the second book in the shop below Sugar. So
no, it's not. It's gonna be Sugar,
bro. You can't keep snapping at people, bro.
No, it's gonna be Sugar because Dex Salmon doesn't deserve the 6+.
Oh my god,
he's too recent.
Bro. When did he come out?
I'm just memeing from last month.
I know. He's too recent, head ass. Get out of here. But
he deserves one, honestly. He's one of the ones that I wanted to see get a 6+, so I'm happy about that.
Bro, he came out January 21st, 2019 on Global.
Oh, that was January 2019. That's the dead month. Oh no.
That was the shit month.
I'm gonna call it same special multiplier.
Probably. Because he's still like his special's actually still not bad.
It's
though.
good. Like, it's not bad.
His captain effect is terrible.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He'll make him like a flat 4.25 or a flat 4.5.
Well, does he have a key limit break?
I don't know.
I think he does. No, I don't think he does. I don't remember.
Have no idea.
Maybe they could do it at the same time if he doesn't. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
right.
I'm interested.
Next question from at Octohaven. They ask, what's your least favorite type of legend to use? For example, color boosting, class boosting, blah, 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 blah. And what's your favorite super type legend? All right, first part. Least favorite type of legend to use.
Dex.
They don't exist. They don't exist. Come on, man. I would say chain boosting. I still don't like them. I just don't.
Chain boosting captains.
Like you can argue, like like okay. I see a lot of teams like I see Subconti using like Dex Mihawk a lot, but like he's still dookie. I'll just use Queen.
Yeah.
Honestly, like since Global this month got 2 6+s with Sanji and Mihawk, like I've been like making some content for them, and I will admit that Sanji's actually impressed me a little bit.
Didn't Flame use Sanji in the end of an era?
Unfortunately,
he's actually surprised me. He's not as bad as what I thought, but Mihawk on the other hand, I don't like Mihawk that much. I mean, they still didn't remove their conditions with their captain effect.
See, that's the stupidest part. If they remove the conditions, that would be actually quite good.
That'd be actually usable. I mean, Sanji's still really good as a sub, though.
I agree. I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Still an attack booster, removes chain debuffs and stuff. He's nice.
But what about you guys, though? What's your least favorite type of legend to use?
Oh, he only removes the chain debuff as a captain.
No, with his 6+, your captain has to be a fighter. Oh,
retired knight. Get fucked on.
Oh.
So he can work under other fighter captains. That's
okay.
Really good.
Now on the real though, I don't like health restricted captains. Those are garbage.
That's a good call.
Shout out Dill. Dill used to despise.
Dill used to despise him, man.
Yeah, but every time it was brought up, he would pop off on the podcast every time. Fucking I hate these legends. Yes, Dill, we know. But yeah, I agree though. It can be like it's annoying at times. Like, very annoying to use low HP legends or threshold like legends at that.
I hate the ones that require all 5 colors because it just craps on like all of your damage.
Damn.
They've never been good. All those.
Like.
Nah, man. Judge is great. What are you talking about?
I mean, he got his 6+ that removed the condition. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. He's
actually good now.
Not too bad.
See, like, why did they?
It was pretty good back then, but
the Limb Break expansion.
And around Judge, they weren't so crazy with making the bosses have like millions and millions and millions of HP.
That's true.
But like, I remember pulling V2 Big Mom on debut or something like that, and trying to use her because I was really excited about it. But like every boss, it just felt like I didn't have enough damage to finish off because I had to use like a super specific team because you're so restricted on the units you can use. I forgot
V2 Big Mom is colored.
Yep.
Isn't Arlong also a color-based one too?
Yep.
Yeah, Arlong was the most frustrating because I was really excited for Arlong because I loved.
They would have been so good if they were like Powerhouse something.
Well, the problem as well is that they debuted with an expansion, so they kind of screwed until they get a 6+.
And that's not going to happen.
Yeah, right. I mean, if they change the captain effect to be like Powerhouse / a shooter captain.
Bro, if that was that from the start, it's over.
Oh my god,
bro, imagine the French anniversary. If that was Arlong Crew, would have been the most like actually like untouchable Sugo Festival time.
Oh man, Arlong Crew's still good as a sub though.
Special
reverse and stuff. Still, if you're low HP, 2.5 attack boost.
Mad damage output.
Interesting switch effect.
Yeah, Arlong's got to.
Yeah, it might as well be.
What about you? What's your least favorite type of captain to use, or was?
I really hated the like colored taps like Guzan and Shiki. Like you have to hit.
Dude, I forgot about them.
T5 characters.
I forgot about them.
Quick. That shit was ass.
Bro, whoever decided that should be like beheaded. Fuck that. That's so dumb.
But do you know which ones we love to see here? We love to see the good, the great, the perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Bring back.
I mean, I don't mind that.
Shout out to my man V2 Fuji.
Shout out Log Luffy. Rest in peace, bro. They're not gonna give him a 6+, because if they have to give him a 6+, his captain ability after the GGP would be like 7x. So that's all I'm saying. My dude be busted. They're scared. They're like, oh shit, Log Luffy might become meta defining. Who knows? All right. From at the Daniel.
There's a second part to that question.
Oh, I totally forgot. What's your favorite super type legend? Who you guys got?
Roger.
It's pretty hard to go anything.
I mean, outside of Roger, probably the Halloween Law or Mihawk.
I don't know.
I got V2 Snake.
I would say either V2 Snake or I would say Boa.
Yeah, I agree with Roger. I pulled Odin before Roger, so I actually really like Odin since I was forced to use him more. But
right,
yeah, now I just use Roger more than
Roger's like, all right, I need to clean some content. All right, bet pull out Roger.
He's too good.
Knight? Knight's gonna say like
I don't know.
Or Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Yeah, Hawkins.
Alright.
I'm joking.
No, it's Cat.
I like Boa.
Yeah, I think Boa's sick.
Like Boa and Law. Yeah.
V3 Zoro. No.
I forgot the
Yikes!
V3
Yikes!
Germa 66.
Low key underrated.
Dude, Germa
Commanders.
with Enel is freaking crazy.
Wait, we didn't even talk about 6+ Germa. Fuck.
Yeah, we
I
didn't.
forgot.
They're basically just better.
They're better. They're better. It's like the first good 6+ of this year.
Hey, isn't that just me drinking a V?
Oh shit! Hold on.
That's basically what it is. He's just like it's just Germa, but like what they should have been on release.
Correct.
Yep, they're good.
They're good. All right. I mean, good. All right. At the Daniel Panda ask, what was your first legend? I'm gonna throw that straight to Gary. Let us know. Set the scene. Tell us the time. What happened?
Dude,
now,
go
for it.
I had just gotten off of work, and it was actually Legend Marco. I pulled him on March 30th, 2016.
Yes,
so
the day.
I had this one. Dude, I had this one fresh because I wanted to make a video like going through like all of my old like hard drives and like
nice.
You know, I have like all of my saved screenshots and my videos of like my stupid little damage that I thought was so good with like Gear 3 Luffy back in the day and stuff like that. But yeah, Legend Marco was my very first like legend, and he came out, it was 2 months after his debut, so like at the time I was like so hyped because to me he was like brand new. And I didn't pull another legend until Jinbei after that, and I didn't even pull Jinbei on debut. So like that legend, that's why I was so hype about V2 Marco, because it just brings me back to like those early days of One Piece Treasure Cruise. And that's actually what made me go from being super casual and like logging in like once or twice a month to like logging in every single day and just playing all the time, because getting that first legend was like a rush.
For sure.
That's dope.
All right, quick fire around the group. Probably answered this question like 12 times. My first legend was V1 Mihawk. Knight, Flame, Todd, verse legends.
Log, Luffy.
Log Luffy. Ooh. Okay. Mine was V1 Shanks.
Mine was V1 Hancock, and I pulled her during a movie in the theaters.
Okay, I'll be real. Mine was during maths class. I'll be real. Me and my friend were meant to be doing the work, and we're like, nah, fuck it, let's pull. I think he pulled Boa and I pulled Mihawk at the same time. And I was like, yo, let's go! And then the teacher's like, what's going on? Nah, miss, we just got
the problem right.
We just got the question right, miss. We're happy.
That's awesome.
All right.
How does Toad, how does that make you feel hearing these guys pull V1 Boa so quickly? Didn't it take you like forever?
Oh, that's so disrespectful.
Oh, V2 Boa was the one that took ages.
Oh, it was V2 Boa, got it.
But yeah, V1 Boa, it was funny because when I pulled V1 Boa, I really wanted her, obviously, because like Boa was awesome and stuff. But when I pulled V1 Boa, I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that, but not really. But V2 Boa,
Speaking of V2 Boa, Todd, I don't think I actually ever told you this, but back when that came out, I remember I did 9 multis. I remember I watched your video when you did 9 multis, and I watched Justin Higaki when he did 9 multis.
Oh my days!
All 3 of us, because the 9th step on that poster was just like you had a better chance to pull her, and all 3 of us pulled V1 Boa on that 9th multi. I remember.
Oh, that's crazy! Shout out Justin.
Actual pain.
Shout out Justin. Yeah, that's crazy.
Bloody hell. The good old times.
Next question. At Jesse Robert, they ask, I have an idea. What if the game gives you an item that changes the color of the unit or its class, but the game will give it to you if you reach certain amount of rank, for example, for PvP or TM or Blitz rankings, say top 100, I think you can always revert the color or class. So an item that lets you change the color or class of a unit. Thoughts?
Would that also affect their kit?
That's a good question. I'm gonna presume no, because it wasn't specified.
Because I was gonna say, if it changes the kit, that's OP.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no because it isn't specified.
That's just weird then.
I feel
it could be good in some cases,
for
like
Legends,
with the characters like Rainbow.
Yeah, for Legends like King or Queen, where they boost like a color and 2 classes, it might be better because you can maybe make Queen a quick character and that could like change up some things or whatever. But for the most part, I don't really see it being all too good, if useful at all. I feel like all the colors and classes of the units are quite decent for the most part. There are some things that are lacking, but like with due time, everything kind of picks up.
Use it on 6+ Kurosaki, turn it back quick.
Let's go. That's the only one. That's the one I'd 100% do.
Like honestly, we should just get they should just introduce a character that has the ability to change characters typings.
Chopper 7 forms. Remember when that was like a please man? Legend Chopper has to be the unit that can change forms, and then they got a unit that can duplicate candy is infinitely better. So like, what's up?
I mean, just do Legend Kinemon that changes characters.
Oh, hold on. Man,
makes
thinking outside the box.
Disguises. He makes the disguises for characters, so just.
No, that's what Legend Bon Clay is gonna do when he comes out. He's gonna copy the color of the
that could work too.
The boss is weak to.
I forgot about that.
That's my idea, man. Don't ever forget. That's the most goated idea I've ever had. And it's not gonna. Bon Clay's gonna kind of be like 5x booster to Int Striker cerebral characters or some shit like that. Int Striker free spirit. Gary, what did you have? What did you think of this question?
I think just like as like a dream, I think it's pretty fun sounding, but I hate to think of the shit show that would be the content you have to beat when you have to specifically change like one like your Roger so that he can avoid some kind of crazy amount of despair to like red so you can do enough damage on a boss. Like
stuff that
I just think it would be like way too crazy for Bandai to try and build good content around that idea.
I don't think you could is the issue. I think it'd be way too challenging.
You know what I think would be crazy? If you could if it was like a consumable item and like you had a lot of it and you can use it like in the run or like a particular stage and like
that would be pretty neat.
Oh, that would be
that's a
way
really better
cool.
idea. So it's a consumable item that when you use it in the run, it changes the color, but then like you could have that as a special, to be honest with you. Like how Sugar, when you use Sugar Special, you tap on the units you want to turn into toys. Maybe like Todd said, maybe like a Legend Kinemon, for example, you could pop his special, and then you can tap on the unit to change them to a different color. That could be really cool. But I feel like an item to just change a unit's color or class is just obscene. It's too much.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. From DC, they ask, have you guys ever seen Dororo? And if you did, what did you think about it? Have you guys ever seen the anime Dororo?
I haven't watched it, but I know it's pretty good.
I watched like the first, I think like 2 or 3 episodes, and I mean, I didn't like drop it. I just stopped watching it.
You
I
dropped
thought
it
it
on
was
hold.
alright.
You dropped it.
No,
I didn't drop it. I didn't drop it, but I did the thing that dropping means.
No, it's different for me. I don't watch anime, all right? So I'm not a little weeb like
I'm
you
not
guys.
a little weeb like you guys. I mean, I don't fuck with anime, but anime titty, that's fucking sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Baby 5, crack him. I don't fuck with anime though. Baby 5 though, bang it.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I have not seen it.
That was on my plan to watch. I think I just never watched it though.
Sorry, buddy.
Seems pretty cool though. Pretty good score on Mal, 8.2. It's pretty decent. Top 300 anime. Not bad.
That's good.
You know what else has a good score?
What's up?
Fruit Baskets top 5.
All right. No. Get out of here.
Top 5.
This fucking. I'm gonna buy 3 million Malbots to give it zeros, just to spite you now. Holy shit! It is 5th. What the fuck?
Top 5, boy.
How's it 5th? It's better than Hunter x Hunter. What?
It's goated.
Wait, how though?
How?
I'm telling you, dude, it's so that season is incredible.
Isn't it like a remake? Isn't Fruit? It's like
it's a complete remake, but the original Fruit Baskets was only 25 episodes or 20 plus, and it had an anime only ending.
Now so this is why I'm with Knight. Fucking Flames are weird, bro.
What dude, I'm having a look at the top anime right now, dude. Like Attack on Titan season 3 part 2, dude. That shit was nuts.
Yeah, dude, that part was god level,
bro. There was a day where like that was higher than Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I remember because all my friends.
It was close though.
I swear, because all my friends like bugging. I was like, all right, relax. Nothing's gonna beat.
It was like 2 points off. It never passed.
Like every episode every week was like god tier. It was insane.
Yeah, it was. I loved that season. It was so good.
If only the ending wasn't dookie. You can watch us discuss Attack on Titan in our GGP after post show video. That's a nice plug. Apologies.
Yeah, facts.
All right, we get it. Flames are jabroni. That's about it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
CS wins. I got Cody. Howdy, folks. As always, thanks for the work you do for our entertainment. I wanted to get your take on what you think comes next. We've seen dual units, crew units are mostly the same, super type, and we've seen versus units. What do you think is next? I'd like to see some more units with specials that change slightly depending on your crew, similar to Ace Sabo. Not much for you this week. Thanks as always, Cody in Canada. Thank you, Cody. Great question. What do you guys think?
Units. I still want to see.
I want more.
Oh no, you go, Gary.
Yeah, hit it. The man's got the notes out. Get ready.
I want to hear what he says. Yeah, I'm interested.
I want more rampage like mechanics, or even like the Gear 4 Luffy. Like I want to see the characters kind of take their modes as you move through the stage. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
I feel that.
I think that.
Rampage Big Mom was sick. Like I'm gonna be real. Like V1 Big Mom mid, but like that Rampage ability was kind of tight.
Yeah, it's super fun to play with. Even nowadays, like anytime like I try to beat something just like doing nothing, I try to use V1 Big Mom just because she's so fun to use and she's so viable, especially with like other people. Not to farm content by any means, like
just to clear
it's way too. Yeah, but just when you have 0 stamina and you're bored, like at the post office or something, you might as well try it. You know what I mean? It's really fun.
Like, would you have any example of a character you'd like to see with like a new mechanic that you'd like to see like that?
Yeah, I mean, Luffy's probably like the biggest one. I know everybody hates like hearing more Luffy legends, but just to like have a Luffy where as you go through the stage, you can kind of upgrade his captain ability and upgrade his like special and stuff. And maybe it has like a really short cooldown, but you don't get like the sick one until you're in a certain mode. I think that would just be super, super cool.
That's interesting. Okay.
Like maybe like, you know, stage 1, he gets like a Kaido-ish special where he can just clear stage 1 without even like just tapping once or something, and then he goes to his next mode for stage 2
and makes everyone.
Exactly.
Imagine if it was like they do an Ennis lobby batch, and then Luffy is like the gear 3 at the start of the stage, and then on like stage 2 he's like the baby Luffy, like the really mini one, and you just have to keep playing through until he gets back into like the gear 3 form for like stage 5 or whatever.
Dude, that would be sick. And also like oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the arc? When he fought Dofi, you know how like for like a little while he was like incapacitated. They tried to do that with the 6+ of time skip Luffy. But maybe do something like that again, but not make it so hindering. Yeah. Like I think that would be really cool.
Shout out Rayleigh, still one of the best 6+s of all time. Not only for Gear 4 Luffy, but just in general. I can see that. Like I know we hate Sanji, but like imagine like a Diemberu Jambere Sanji that was like after every stage he's like his leg got more and more like on fire, and then on the final stage he got his maximum captain ability or whatever. Or something along those lines.
You gotta make it. You gotta get that right balance though, because we've had characters that have had these gimmicks in the past, but like
exactly.
Like while they're good for like the first few weeks, but after a while it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to using this other character because this character is either too annoying to use, it's too complex, or it's not as good. You know?
It could definitely be like an additive kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Though. I feel like you could have like a 4.5x captain, but they have some sort of like ability to buff their captains like a 5.2 if you could complete these special. Like things or whatever. I could say that's pretty neat. What about the rest of the crew? What's the next kind of legend character can make?
I really, really want to see some haki mechanic in the game.
It's about time.
Yeah, so like a Conqueror's haki. Like it could be like a category system where this character has this type of haki, then you can introduce legends. this Legends like boost all Conqueror's Haki characters and like strength characters by X times or something like that. Oh, that'd be so cool. And then like you could have certain gimmicks with each of these categories. Like Conqueror's Haki could have characters that attack through base defense or something like that. Like, or that could be Armor Haki. You know, like who knows? Like it could do really cool stuff with that.
I agree. I think that's neat. I feel like you could do it in a sense of it being like kind of like a socket. Here you go, Flame. Here's one for you, bud. Back to like limit break abilities or whatever. But I feel like that would be like the best way to do it, because like I think it might get a little out of hand if, like, for example, every Luffy that came out had a different version of like a Conqueror's Haki or whatever. But maybe if you just had like a blanketed ability for Conqueror's Haki that was like, if this character has Conqueror's Haki or like has that ability, then you can attack through barrier, or you can attack through base defense, like you said, or like at the start of every turn, like, you know, there's like a multiplication thing where it's like for every character that has Conqueror's Haki in your crew, it does this amount of damage times the amount of characters you have. Blah blah blah. Type
Yeah,
B.
or maybe it's like a meter. Like each Haki has a meter, and like when it's like reached a certain point, you can activate a certain ability in the middle of a quest. Like if you've got observation Haki, you could like dodge debuffs or something.
I got
one for you, Papi, since you want to throw that at me.
Oh no!
Let's get that Haki meter, right? So we get a Luffy, and he has like a bunch of different variants of Haki. But to get the different variants of Haki, you got to apply a dupe.
Shout out, bro. We are Dokkan at this point, right? So like, you might. What is that like? What is the move thing in the Dokkan battle, or whatever? Where it's like it charges up, and then you do like a powerful attack.
What,
like your active skill?
No, it's like then you have to tap in like the Z formation thing or whatever it is.
Oh, the Z attack.
Yeah, why don't they just do that with the Haki?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
At that point, fuck. I mean, we are Dokkan. Yoshi is taking us in that direction, it seems. So
then, do we take it even farther and make it be like Dokkan, where they have the thing where it's like super stupid? You can't activate like Luffy's Haki unless you're like exactly below 39% HP.
Yeah, fuck it. At this point, why not, right? Why not, right? At this point, why not?
Must have this character on your crew and must be below 39%. And you need to have consumed 5 strength slots. Just all these stupid conditions.
I mean, there's already characters like that.
Hey, bro, Chandra right there, man. 24 turns of stalling, bro. Which one do you prefer? I think that's cool. I think, all right, Haki. I mean, we've been talking about Haki for mad time, but I feel like it needs to happen at some point.
Yeah, at least we finally got a glimpse with Roger's Haki. I thought that was really
that's
cool.
A good shout, actually. They could kind of maybe introduce the Haki system like Roger's thing, where it's like it's a reaction kind of thing. Because you know how like the boss has like a reaction. If you use an orb boost, they're gonna like clear things or whatever. Like maybe if like the next Luffy that comes out has a Conqueror's Haki, like if the boss gives you a attack down, then Luffy's Haki thing pops up and he's like, "What's up?" And he doesn't let the attack down happen. Then he like reflects damage or whatever it is.
It just gets me so excited for the Super Sugos, because like whenever they introduce a new one, because we had like Roger with that mechanic, and then you had the last tap with the 7th Anni, which were also, you know, Super Sugo
Flame's
units. So,
favorite.
You know, they're gonna introduce all these Super Sugo units with like very exclusive mechanics,
Mm-hmm.
which sounds interesting to me.
I'm gonna answer this in 2 parts. I'll answer it in a new mechanic that I'd like, and then just something that I would just want in general. So what I would want in general, I just want like the equivalent of different colored Halloween laws, just so I can blast through Garp challenges.
I'm down. I'm so down.
Number 2, I want them to start making super type units that just have effects, like it's like specific effects that just go through immunity. Like something like Katakuri, but not like with a cancer restriction.
Dude, they're so scared about doing those.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's time.
I feel like it is time too, though, because like if you're gonna start making flat 5x captains, and like what the Anni units all had 7.5x like boosts, like surely it's time to start like having more units have these conditional abilities that can go through immunity and such.
Right, and then you have like versus effects that could go through as well.
Exactly.
The amount of like debuffs and then like defense up and damage reduction and stuff that happen on every single stage now, they might as well give you a freebie for one of them, you know?
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Knight, what do you want, buddy? You want Baby 5? That's it?
No, man, that's overused. You just keep bringing that up every single podcast. It's getting annoying. The fans are hating it.
This guy.
All right, so what do you want then? What
I was thinking, not a Baby 5 legend this time, but this time I was thinking they should make a character where their captain ability changes on whether it's day or night. So,
Neko Inu.
Yeah, the new Neko Inu.
Exactly.
What?
You can only use Neko at one point. You can only use Inu on the
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Like a dual Neko Inu. Like you play like in the daytime, and you get one captain.
Bro, it's like Pokemon, man. Like, I'm down.
Umbreon and Espeon.
That's what I was
the
thinking.
on your phone though to get the nighttime captain.
You can only clear this raid at nighttime.
Oh, that'd be AIDS. Imagine
Like,
the mission
every
only
12
opens at
hours
night.
it switches. Every 12 hours it switches. So one raid's up, then the other one's up.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Ugh.
Taking it back to turtle times almost.
Oh shit.
Yo, shout out to Total Time.
Yeah, Turtle Times.
And then the mission has a raid, but you can only get the raid in the morning.
It's
mean,
two
I
raids.
mean,
It's two raids.
I mean,
It's two
in
raids. It's the same raid, but stage 4 is different depending on the time you play it at.
Oh my god! Imagine.
Fucking hell.
Oh shit! I have 10 minutes before the stage 4 swaps over. Ah!
Make a video blank X raid 60 stamina morning edition.
The title's like, yeah.
We're gonna beat the truth out here.
Raid Inu Neko 60 stam between midnight to 12 p.m. Stage 4 variant A. Hey, bro, that's content though. You made like 7 videos for one raid. It's time.
Yeah, true. God damn, dude.
All right.
No, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely not. None of that.
I think that'd be fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
Night. That's kind of cool.
Is that how you come back, Knight? Is that how you come back?
Yeah, I'll come back for that one.
We did actually get news on the rated up legends on the King and Queen banner.
Nope.
We did actually. We did.
Oh, okay.
Part 1 as King, Queen, Bonnie, V3 Blackbeard, Moria, V2 Magellan, V2 Kaido, Zoro, Kaido Big Mom, Luffy Sanji is the main ones. And then part 2 has King, Whitebeard vs Shanks, and then other stuff. And then Queen has Queen and Marco and Bonnie. So, yeah, alright, go pull on King. Go get Whitebeard and Shanks. Alright, and then the final question. J0231 Lion. They ask, OPTC has different game modes, which I believe they serve for different purposes from different gaming experiences. Like Team is mainly for team building to maximize the point gaining. Kizna for team building to maximize damage. Garb challenges to overcome different mechanisms, big word, with limitations of colors or types. Power Rumble provides another level of team building flexibility. I personally enjoy the Garb challenges with color or type team building the most. Question 1, what is the game mode you guys like the most? Question 2, what kind of game mode do you think can be developed to enhance the game experience if you were the developer? So Dev Knight, you need to bring Dev Knight out just for this question, please.
This is a tough question.
All right, question 1, easy question 1, what is your favorite game mode in the game?
I would toss it up between the 10-star difficulty Garp challenges and Kizuna.
Garp challenges. Why?
I like the 10-star ones. I don't like the 13-star ones.
Who hurt you, Todd? Who hurt
What? Yikes.
I don't like the 13-star ones. They're like, it's like that slight one where it's like a little bit too difficult. Like where you actually like need to plan for it quite effectively. Where the 10-star ones, they're not as hard, in my opinion. They're pretty easy. Either way, it's my opinion.
Gary, what's your favorite game mode?
I don't think I have a definitive favorite game mode, but I mean, if I had to say just across the board, ever since I started playing, would probably just be standard raids. I still really enjoy just farming the character in my free time. and then like having it done at the end. Just because I don't have a whole lot of time to like sit down and play One Piece Treasure Cruise, so unless I'd like just happen to have like the week off or something, I never rank high in Treasure Map. I never get to like, I do get to box 6 a lot in Kizuna, but I don't get to like grind out like box 6 like 10 times, or anything like that. So for me, it's just as a casual player, it's much more enjoyable to like, even if they're like a little bit harder, like, like 12-star challenges or something, like it's more fun to grind those out just, a couple times throughout the day than it is to sit down and play for like hours at a time.
Night, Flame, what you guys got?
Flame can go first.
Knight's going to say
TM.
TM.
Ignite it.
Knight's going to say
13-star group challenges.
Oh my, there's no way. There's no way.
I mean, I get what Todd's saying, but I don't know. Those shits are trash. I hate when they release new ones, and they don't release new 13-star ones. That shit's AIDS.
Exactly, bro.
They're more fun. Like the 10-star ones, it's like it's the same shit. You just bring like the units that get rid of the like the defense, and then like you just put the supports on to get rid of like the despair and shit, and you just blast it.
Facts. Night, what about you? Are you the same?
All right. I am going to say so. I have 2 answers for the 2 questions.
Oh shit! So you jumped to question 2. Let's go.
No, I wasn't answering question 2 yet. We'll get to that. But
all right, bet.
All right. So when Tryhard Night is on, I like
Sweat
TM.
Man,
Yeah,
JP.
pretty much. But then, like regular night, he really likes the 13-star guard challenges. I don't know, man.
How many personalities does Knight have?
Many.
We have Sweatman, we have Gartmare, we have Devmare, we have Retired Mare. Well, we have regular Mare, we have Nightmare, we have Daymare.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Cookie
like
Man.
The legend.
Yeah, we have Cookie Mare, we have Burger Mare.
This guy.
Baby 5 Mare, Josie Mare. Like, come on.
Sir. That's kind of crazy.
My favorite is Kizuna.
Nice.
I like Kizuna.
I feel like Kizuna is also best for rewards as well.
Yeah, a little bit. I just like
regular Kizuna or team.
I mean, both teams banging. I love Team Kizuna. That shit's so fun. But either or, like, I mean, I don't really like try hard at Kizuna that much, but I enjoy the team building aspect of it when it's like Team Kizuna or co-op Kizuna, purely because you're trying to eke out as much damage and there's like collaboration. Then you just have Akainu 86. Shout out that guy. He's a fucking genius. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, just use Kaido on your team and you just HP cuts before the NAO. And everyone's like, huh?
Mm-hmm. I will say, if I can count co-op Kizuna as like a separate thing in regular Kizuna, it's definitely my favorite mode is co-op Kizuna.
100%.
Because just having that interaction with your friends and like trying to beat them or just trying not to be the guy in last place, like it makes the game so much more fun to have, people to shoot teams back and forth with and people to talk to about the game and then kind of almost challenge each other to do better. It makes it a lot more fun.
For sure. Totally agree. All right, second part of the question. What kind of game mode do you think can be developed to enhance the game experience if you were the developer? Knight seemed pretty eager. Knight, go for it.
The hard one.
Oh, you're putting me up first?
All right, fine. I'll go first. Because mine really isn't like anything too special. But I think there has to be a more passive sort of ways to earn rewards. Obviously, we have the resource island, which is great. But I think on the contrary, we needed another passive way to earn rewards. And I feel like some sort of like daily kind of like send-off quest mission that a lot of other gacha games have, where it's like pick some characters that fit certain requirements, and then when they return after X amount of time, you get some amount of rewards. It's previewed in a lot of gacha games. I think
like a dispatch quest.
Yeah, that's it, 100%. So I think more so I think obviously Todd as well. We've been playing One Piece Fighting Path. You know, there's something in that where it's like you can send off particular characters, and if they fulfill all the particular requirements that are listed, gives you better rewards. You get better rewards. So I feel like you can do something like that, and that could kind of, and then maybe like, if your characters, because they already like determine your CP based upon your combat power from from Pipe Rumble. They could maybe like introduce that in terms of your into
like
your
the higher
units.
the combat power, like the higher chance you are of landing
exactly.
like a tablet or something like
so
that.
Maybe there's a little bit more incentive to max out different, like a variety of units as opposed to like, you know, the generally slated ones. Just something else to do that's like a passive reward system, so you can get like maybe more gems or more tablets or more something. But yeah, some sort of dispatch quest would be a good idea.
Yeah, like send them on like exploration quests or something.
Yeah, and it goes for like 6, 12, 24, I don't know, some X amount of time.
And then they could do like event quests or event campaigns around. It's like, oh, go find the special treasure.
Yeah,
and it's like if you send a certain type or class of character, you have like a higher chance of landing special rewards. They could do stuff like that.
That's the other thing. I think that's a really good. And then they could introduce that with Pirate Alliance. So if, you know, everyone in your Pirate Alliance could send someone, and you as an alliance could go out and find the treasure, like Todd said, and then maybe you can get more rewards for your Pirate Alliance members and such too.
That'd be cool too, actually, if there was like an adventure quest, and let's say like an adventure quest has like 5 bosses, and there's like, you know, it's like a 5-stage quest, and then there's like 5 of those or something. And if you beat the hardest difficulty, last boss would like get around all the debuffs, beat the content, and then you get like huge rewards for your alliance or something. Like something like that could be cool. I think just working on the alliance system more is what they should like focus in on, because that's just pretty cool.
In terms of enhancing the game experience in that particular realm, I think alliance needs to be really heavily like played on right now to really bring like nail home.
I haven't seen how it works, but like if you're like a newer player, or if you haven't been in an alliance yet, how does it work in terms of joining? I'm not too sure how that works.
You just set the search up for alliance and then join it.
Oh, does it come up with like a big list of like available alliances that you can join?
Yeah, when you go into the thing, there's like a list, and it like you can like search up a name of an alliance and then request to join in, and then the leader can either deny you or accept you.
Okay, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
All right. What about other stuff? Gary, what do you got?
I can't think of a game mode, but as far as just something to develop to enhance the game experience, I think I would adopt so like in Pad, you have this thing, Puzzles and Dragons, you have this thing where if you have a unit, right? And let's say you rainbow them. So let's just say V1 Big Mom, and you rainbow your V1 Big Mom, but you pull another one. You can set your second one as your friend captain, so that you can always use it. So you can rainbow a second version of Big Mom, and then you always have her rainbowed as your friend captain that you can use with your captain.
That's interesting.
That's a good idea.
What that does is it enables you to use legends that other people aren't using, which gets really frustrating sometimes when you're trying to build those like weird creative teams, but then you're stuck with the Bandai captain that doesn't even have like sockets or anything. I think that's like one thing that I see in other gacha games that I would love to bring to One Piece Treasure.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's really neat. Night, Flame, what do you guys got?
Treasure map part 2.
Go on. I'm listening.
Nah, I don't know, to be honest. Like, something that I always thought would be like kind of cool just for like making videos, just kind of like a little like practice mode where you can just go in and like fight a dummy. Just kind of show some stuff off.
You do like max damage, and you know
maybe it's like a mode where like it just gives you access to all characters, so like you can just like fuck around in it.
That's cool, like a punching bag event on Dokkan.
Yeah, like a punching bag type of thing. So you can just kind of like show off like what some units do, how they work and stuff.
Subconsci starts to a bloody sweat when he hears
that. But also like with that too, you could even like make content around that, like Chopper Man missions that were like, make a team in punching bag mode that does 10 million damage. Make a team that does 50 million damage.
Each mission gives you like more and more gems.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because like they already had like the damage ranking events in the past, right? Like you could just bring that back, but just have it as like an island that's always there. So if people want to play around in it, then sure. But then have like these obscene targets. So it's like make a team that does 1 billion damage. And everyone's like, oh shit, what the hell? How do you now I need to build a team that does 1 billion damage.
Hey, pull up that strength team real quick.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
Yeah, and then in a way, I guess, by using the unit, it could incentivize people to summon.
Yeah, I totally agree.
That's a really good idea. Like a punching bag event. I'd be down for that. That's nice.
Knight, here we go. It's going to be interesting. What do you think? what do you need in the game to bring you back?
All right. I don't know. I guess the dev guy, Mayor, would say, like, I don't know, bring something where, like, I know we have the recollection archive, but I feel like that just doesn't do it for a lot of people, like, especially for people who might like take a month off and then they just like miss like content like that. They just I don't know. I feel like it needs to be, I would just improve that so like it's like more up to date quickly and like do it for like TM as well, where and like also those like one time like event characters like this Weevil that just came out on global, like say you just like you were Flame and you didn't finish the event, so you didn't get like all the copies for Weevil, so you're like, oh damn, I can't Rainbow Weevil. Well, now you can Rainbow Weevil, like you can unlock the events, but it's not like that bullshit where you have to like unlock it with like gems. Like you could just like play the stuff again, and maybe there's like a cooldown on the stuff so you can't like always have access to it, but at least it's like more accessible. Like that's what I feel like with the game. It's really heavy on your time a lot of times. Like even though like you could play the game pretty casually, I feel like if you want to be like up to date, you have to put a lot of like time and effort in, and like sometimes like you just don't really want to play the game or whatnot, but you're like kind of forced to. So maybe making like a updated like recollection archive that like lessens the stress, I think would be really nice.
Yep, that's a good idea.
I did actually finish my Weevil though.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm just saying like you didn't finish the event.
I needed to put it out there.
That'd be really cool though. It's like if you didn't finish the event, for example, but like there was still a way for you to get the Chopperman missions or something like that, like later on down the line. It means like a way like that. It's like, oh, okay, I got the Weevil from the event, cool, but I didn't finish Chopperman missions. Like let's say, like Gary, Gary said he didn't finish Chopperman missions. Okay, maybe like later on down the line, you could rerun the event, but like, you would still get points for it, and then like you could somehow finish off the Chopperman missions for in due time, I suppose. But I guess it'd be a little challenging to make, but I feel like that'd be pretty nice.
And we're forgetting one of the biggest things of all. We still need the ability to play friends in Pirate Rumble.
Oh shit! Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Solaris still needs to hold that Pirate Rumble tournament. So like,
I know we need that to happen.
I'm waiting to commentate. So
come on, Bandai.
Come on.
Is it like auto Pirate Rumble or like RTA?
Oh,
just like I can click on Todd as a friend and then verse his defense team, and then he can verse my defense team. Or whatever. That kind of thing.
I think that would be a lot healthier for the meta too, because what would happen is people would start to figure out things that are like cheesing those top teams, and it would make the teams a lot more interesting.
Because I think like in Dun Memo, they're just throwing it way back. Like you could go to like the top ranked players in PvP and like click on them and then verse them in like a friendly match. It wouldn't count for points, it wouldn't consume your PvP pass or whatever, but you could just verse them to see like how good their team was or whatever it is. So like that would definitely be like a way like, oh okay, Coruscant is using this quick team, but he has these particular units. Maybe there's a way I can counter this team by building something else or what have you. So I definitely think that's a really good shout. For sure.
Yeah, and if they did have that in Treasure Cruise, I feel like, or I know I would at least. I don't know about other people, but like if I was like playing with some friends and like recording some videos, like I would start to make like a bunch of like random fun different teams instead of, you know, just using like the generic stupid teams, just to kind of see how like they would actually play out against somebody
100%.
else's team.
And even if you wanted to like sweat lord it up, like, you could get your friends to build particular defense teams to test your teams out on as well. Oh, okay, Todd, can you make this team? All right, cool. Oh, my team doesn't work. Maybe we try this. You know, then it works as like for both parties, it works as a means to like to better understand how teams like kind of work and interact together. So I think for the most part, versing friends in Pyro Rumble, or even like versing alliance members at the minimum, especially with Pyro Alliance and stuff like that, like being able to like look at Pyro Alliance members, Pyro Rumble teams and such would be hella beneficial as well.
And it sounds like too that it would add, like you could stream that and it would take a lot longer and you could just go for it for free instead of having to like spin gems to refill stamina.
Exactly. That whole viewer interaction thing, like you could have like a channel like point redemption kind of thing where it's like redeem this and then it's like, you know, we can I'll challenge you in Pyro Rumble or whatever it is, and like you can have some like fun kind of stream content or just content in general and get people interacting with one another, opposed to you just like doing 3 or 3 matches for the day then just logging out. Really,
they're gonna make it so to challenge a friend you have to use 1 rainbow gem.
I'm done. I'm so done. that better not be it. What is done though is another episode of the GGP podcast.
Okay.
Feels bad, man. But you know what feels good though? Gary joined us. What a wonderful guest Gary has been. We appreciate your time.
The G-Man.
The G-Man, yeah, G-Man. As per usual, if you liked the episode and you came all this way, I'm sure you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal. We're still aiming for 2,000 subscribers by our 2nd anniversary, episode 50. So hopefully we can hit that milestone.
Make sure you go check out Gary's stuff.
Yes, Gary's links will be all in the description down below. Go follow Gary. Go send him some love. All that good and fun stuff as well.
Tell him that GGP sent you.
Yeah, exactly. It's call him the G-Man from now on. That's his new nickname. Yeah. But yeah, so you can find us on all of our links. That is our Linktree link there, linktr.ee/goodgreatperfect, where you can find all of our social medias, our Twitter and our Instagram at GGP Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and our anchor.fm/goodgreatperfect for your listening platform and on-the-go needs. As per usual, all our host social links will be in the description. Make sure you go give us some love there as well. But more importantly, show the G-Man, Mecha Gary, some love as well for being an excellent guest. Gary, thank you very much for joining us. I'll give you a couple seconds. Promote your stuff. Promote yourself. You know, you have the floor. Go for it.
Thank you so much for having me, man. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate all of you guys, and I look up to all you guys. So I appreciate everyone. Yeah, and that's about it.
You know, he's a humble dude, but make sure you go subscribe and follow him on Twitter and subscribe on YouTube for sure. But that does it for us. I have been Captain Papi, Mecha Gary, Knight, Flame, and Todd. Thank you all for listening to another episode. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.